So let's do a kind of like a general recap, like a bit about what happened last Anarch game in Bucharest. It was quite a tumultuous year and a half for these two young Tremere.
Oof, a lot of things happened. I don't have my notes, but I'll try to remember it. Tamara, you are also part of this. Do not leave me hanging here. I think we had the finally after Andre and a couple other things came together. Those small loyalties we made came together, and we were able to take down a Nikolai, I believe his name was, the previous or prince of the Camarilla at the time, and we were able to kill him with all our allies and the werewolves. So it turned out pretty all right with that. And then dealing with those problems as well, unknown to us, the Camarilla group were dealing with another situation as we, well, set a celebration for ourselves. Um, had a chance to talk to Brother Nicholas before he left, as he explained, like, yeah, we fought the Bali, we dealt with it, we survived, and some things have happened. As he gave us the two Tremere a note saying, "I got revenge for the bastard who wronged us, and I have something else to take care of." As we later on find out that he is going to go to New York to let them know about what's going on, and that, well, shouldn't really trust some of these people, apparently. He's very upset. And if we need any help, we can always ask him. At least that's what he said for the last time. I believe Diana had a chance to meet, finally had that date with Sebastian, as well as meet Sebastian's sire, and to finally answer that question of who the mysterious bird lady was, pigeon lady, as we would come to find out. A lovely Ravnos woman named by Isabella. I think as well as Valerie having a chance to finally save her brother and keep him from turning into a vampire, based on what Nikolai wanted her to do. Was able to keep him safe, essentially, as he, while he went back home to do his work, I believe, they have a chance to get closer and spend time together, as now with that Cameron and Anarchs disbanded, air quotes, based on our lovely Bali's recommendations and information, decide to come together as one council to judge and talk amongst each other to have hopefully peace, as we joined the Tremere, who had plans of their own, and everyone else kind of had a voice in this new system that we have. I think as well that Vuk, our third friend and party member, went off to do a final forgiveness back to Father Deacon after killing that drug dealer and mostly killing a couple other people along the way by losing control of his beasts. And Father Deacon, instead of ending his life then and there, decided to, well, he needed some help with the situation apparently to deal with some pesky influence in the hunter's cell that exists here. As we would know that Andre now is supposed to be either in charge of or communicating with, essentially. And of course, we had a final goodbye with Dragomir, who, as we all know, was killed tragically through a lot of choices that may or may not be some people's fault more than others.
Fine.
As
So you the group managed to go back in time and prevent that from happening. Also almost destroying the universe in the process, but don't mention
we
that.
don't know anything about that. We don't know
Happens.
anything about that.
They ask Christian why he doesn't do more time travel bullshit.
We've never met a man named Christian here. But he apologized profusely, explained that when he died, he went somewhere far more worse than hell itself, and he now wants to have redemption, as he will go find Golconda and hopefully have a chance to redeem himself. So we said goodbye to Dragomir.
Sure will. He'll go up there and be like, damn, this is a scam. My fucking
So bad. It's been weeks getting here. And I think as well, it's we said well, the Thin Bloods are now more in place as they have perfected that wonderful drink of theirs that everyone's been clamoring for. And then we had a little bit of a last scene as we saw a few loose ends that were never properly addressed, at least for the Anarch side, as we don't know this, but the Toreador assassin, whose name we never met, who attacked the gangrels in the bar, didn't speak a word, but just killed the gangrel leader essentially and walked out after taking care of everyone else. Going to someone, non-verbally speaking, mysterious figure who seems to be with Hekata, or someone who seems to be a twisted figure, as speaking with the Bali, who seemed to know him. As they came together, apparently their plans have worked through, and that they expect to continue with that. Though in what capacity, we don't really know, as, well, the people in the background who were unnoticed stayed unnoticed for a few members more than others. And I think those are the major points. Let me know if I got anything, please.
What
Only
was
thing
that?
I have left.
I was gonna say there was that point where you realize one of your best friends has a twin sister who's a
Oh yeah,
world-renowned
yeah.
assassin.
That wasn't in the ending cap. Well, we learned about the fetch, a dear friend and a touchstone, I believe, for Diana, was actually the descendant of the Black Rose, and
The descendant was
looks just
literally
like
her
her.
twin sister.
Ah, sorry, twin sister. And the Black Rose made a point to get her out of here before things got bad. And Diana told her the truth about what happened when she died, and when that she what she is, and that this is for the best option for her. And hopefully they can see each other again, though she doubts it. And Tamar, you said there was something else that I missed.
Yeah, it's not nothing important, but Oliver and Ivona got together. I
Yeah.
Ah,
That-
yes,
yes.
Shock of the century, right there. It's like, what do you mean you blood bought and married someone else?
Fine. Fine. Yeah. I'd say this, that the past year has been much less uneventful. Maybe for the better, honestly, as he mostly stayed by the Tremere side. Tremere now in the city represent a rather large swath of kindred. Quite influential. There's 5 of you total right now. 2 of you, of course, Ivona and Oliver. There's Rosa, also stuck around. Certain people left. Certain people were never heard from again. As not everyone was kind of on board with the whole do it my way or get the fuck out, but people eventually got persuaded. As now, I would say the city, after the Ventrus, the Tremere, I think I like the most numerous and the most influential. But people have stuck to that cooperation ideal. Elena's circulatory system providing blood bags for all the kindred means that you don't really need to hunt anymore, as this blood is just sustaining. It's not necessarily the tastiest. You don't get the thrill of the hunt, which for some people it was a deal breaker, as it turns out. But it's definitely not as bad as regular back blood, and it's, well, better than harming mortals, right?
Of course.
Ethically procured. That's all
Ethically
bad
procured,
blood.
yeah.
That's all blood bags.
As things are moving along, and this is a random weeknight. Would you be at the chantry somewhere else?
I think for Diana, because she still has her haven outside the Transfer, she does still want to have that level of independence, though. Probably a veiled veneer.
Well, we would probably be at the chantry.
As you're in today, the Ivona approaching you says, Valerie, may I speak with you? Where's Diana?
I don't believe she's here.
Please be
Should I?
Yes. Please be there and call her. Rather
I
important.
will, yes. Of course. I'll be right there. I'm just gonna call Dan.
She's like, "Yo, this is Diana speaking. How can I help you?"
Ivona wanted to talk to us. Would you have
Ah.
time?
If I say no, she'll say I do. So I'm not gonna be too much of a butt on this part. I can record my I can watch this show later. It's fine. It's fine. Uh, should I show up to be lecture day, or should I show up in my best behavior day?
I'll put on the best behavior, probably.
I'll even polish off my suit. I'll be there shortly.
See you.
See ya.
Yeah, Trust, get in the car, start driving to the chantry. Diana being that flippant with the regent though, are you not studying diligently like Valerie is?
No, not in public. She's not. She's not in front of her. She look. We all learned a lesson last year. You got to keep that stuff on the down low. You gotta be quiet. She likes to do it at home. Like do her studying at home. Mostly, like I said, it's just to make herself believe she still has some level of independence. It's not true what she likes to believe.
As you eventually get there, Valerie is already in Ivona's office area, waiting for you to walk in. Ivona, looking at you, says, "This is a bad time to be late, Miss Diana."
I apologize, Ivona. I have no excuses.
Just kind of like nods. Things are about to change around here a bit. I received news that we will be having some important visitors.
Important for us.
Yes.
Should we get like a gift basket, prepare a feast?
One visitor is, well, I guess both of them will be arriving soon, alongside my teacher, my mentor.
Ooh, cool.
She's never really spoken about her. Know that Ivona is extremely fucking knowledgeable. And a lot of things she learned from this teacher of hers.
Oh, go ahead.
Does this mentor have a name?
I refer to her as Karna.
I assume Diana and Valerie know that name because of what we had before, right? Is that alright to assume?
If you've asked, if you've done the research, how much do you have in occult?
Diana has
Right.
3.
Yeah.
Same.
The name does ring a bell. You've probably heard from Ivona as well as you probably read a couple of books that mentioned her. One of the few surviving elder Tremere from before the pyramid got blown into smithereens.
I think Diana would give Valerie a wide-eye look, assuming she would have the same information as well.
Well, would look at you with an kind of shocked face. So it's the famous Kana?
Nods.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. Why would, no offense, why is she coming here?
She hasn't told me exactly why, other than the fact that she's bringing 2 other people alongside with her. They are also to be our guests.
Okay. When is she coming?
Should be arriving any day now. I've already made arrangements for them. Wanted to inform you as well.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there anything you need us to do specifically?
Be on your best behavior.
Velvet's gonna look at Diana.
Diana wants to say I'm always my best behavior, but she's not gonna. She doesn't want to die, you know. But she nods at Ivona.
That is all for tonight. As door kind of like opens with a kind of like confident swing, see Oliver step in. With a he like sees you then and smiles. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
We're on our way out. Does he know? Are we allowed to say anything actually?
Like looks at you, dance. You think she should have told you first before she told me?
Okay, don't rub it in. Okay.
Yeah, and he like looks over you at everyone and says, "She's already here." Some messages got mixed. Ivona's face just kind of like drops almost.
Oh.
She's already here. I don't know. Listen, I checked with some of the people. Somebody messed up. It wasn't me, I swear. Like, gets up and says, "How about you three go to the airport and get them here, or we make ourselves look even more unorganized and foolish." As her fingers kind of like dig him a bit into the wood of the desk.
Of course, ma'am.
We'll
Take
be-
care of it.
Yes, be on our way.
Yep.
Like nods and follow him outside. Just, like closes the door behind. It's like, ooh, she looks scary sometimes.
It sounds like more of a problem for you than it is for me in some regards.
I'll remind you, no, like you say that, but I'll remind you, shit does go downstream. So
See what I deal with? She like looks at Valerie.
Yeah.
So, do we take the good car? Because my shit isn't really that good.
yeah, let's go to the Batmobile and like walking.
You can't just call every car you have a Batmobile.
As long
You
as I'm
can.
Batman, I can for sure do that. Gets into his Ford Focus.
God, you call a guy Batman once when you're drunk and he never lets it go.
I mean, if he likes it.
Like, shouts. I mean, you call your boyfriend Batman. I think you just call everyone Batman.
He's earned that title. You have not. She gets in the car.
I don't
Well, he
know.
also gets-
I think I can do some pretty acrobatic things. Or is it just
feel like
the
you-
mysterious dark guy act?
It does actually add to the charm, but I think you're more like Thor, right? Thor.
See, plus, isn't he like a fuck? He like never shuts the fuck up. I don't think he's Batman. More like Spider-Man.
Look at him. He's read comic books. He's learning. He's growing.
He is going. He had a great teacher.
I can't.
At least you keep some useful things in that like shitty-ass apartment you have.
How dare you speak ill of my apartment?
You know, Valerie, that she never actually cleans.
I do, Clay. Don't believe him. Don't believe him. He's lying to you.
That's true. My apologies. She sometimes cleans. At least like 3 times a year.
What? Diana?
It's a nicer place. I do clean it. Fuck you.
I mean, if you need help cleaning, I can come over and help you
honestly,
quick.
Listen, Valerie, I don't. This might be beyond even your skill. I mean, if you want to tangle with a dragon, I guess But I tried helping her out, but it's like the Hydra. You cut one head and just more grow. It's impossible.
Look, the way you clean is weird and stupid. You just organize them into piles instead of just putting them in one giant pile. It's
Yeah, but if you have like smaller piles, then you can like manage them easier. Divide and conquer. Dana,
Oh my
basic
goodness.
tactics.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm with Oliver on that.
Like
Don't
smiles,
put everything
like,
on one pile. No.
Look, it just makes it easier. If I just put it all in one place while I'm cleaning, going from room to room, then start putting from the pile later on. Don't judge
you
me.
fuck your boyfriend in that house. That's disgusting.
Oh God.
Do you really want to know the answer to that question, or do you want to be able to live tomorrow?
That explains why you find the sewers more attractive. Reminds you of home.
I'm gonna hit you. Just because you're driving this car, I'm gonna kill you and take us all with it.
Yeah, hit me, I guess. With your noodle arms, I'm sure I'll feel it.
How dare you speaking of my noodle arms? You know I'm sensitive about that.
Go to gym. Oh wait, you're dead. Can't do that now. Too late. Stuck like this forever.
You know I do know lightning. I can hit you. I can hurt you.
And who the fuck did you learn that from? I can just fling it back at you like you know it's not gonna.
Don't you worry. One day the student will surpass the master.
Yeah. You know Palpatine came back, so I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like it sticks.
Ah, I'm so mad about that movie. Don't even bring it up. So bad I'm
Listen,
wasting money for that.
You showed me. I think. Listen, I think it was a good plot twist. I didn't see it coming, and I watched all of them
Kill it.
back to back.
You watched them in correct order, which is not the way you're supposed to watch them at all, actually.
I mean, I just listen. They were like stored in like the box, and I was like, "It's a DVD 1. I took it out. That's DVD 2. What's the correct order? Should I start with the middle?"
Oh my god, yes. You let the man go into your apartment to watch the place for a couple of days. He decides to watch the entire movie in the wrong direction. Oh my
Okay,
god, Valerie,
like
you see-
listen to her. Like, look at me. Am I the insane one because I don't start with the middle?
I mean, I haven't watched it, so I mean, I don't know.
Wait. What do you mean you haven't watched it?
I haven't watched it.
Okay, I guess I gotta rectify all of this. You don't watch the episode 1. You gotta watch. You know what?
Why would you start in the middle?
She's gonna argue the point. She's gonna bring up the fact that you have to watch the what came out first, the way it came out, or she's gonna ruin the whole story plot. She just literally goes to that rat centralizing.
I don't know. Listen. Kind of like you passed through the closer to the airport. All I'm saying, and you remind me a bit of Jar Jar. Just tiny bit of resemblance there.
You mean the cool theory that he's actually the Sith Lord, or in the I'm just thinking you're
No, the one
disappointment?
where he like sticks his tongue between like the things and like zaps, and that reminds you of you.
Look, just because I think it's cool to see if you can lightning a phone charger doesn't mean I'm gonna be Jar Jar.
I don't know. You even have the lightning and all. I think it fits.
Well, I guess that makes you Jar Jar Senior then.
God, I am the Gungan, am I?
Yes.
Meanwhile, while this riveting conversation is happening at the airport, there's 3 people. Nico and Peter, you've spent probably less than a day in the company of Karna, but she's been rather amiable. As well, as far as Nico, you're concerned, she is doing a favor for your sire. You're not really sure what their deal is, but you are here as her guest. And because, well, you did insist quite a lot that you would like to see this place, see the world, and your sire thought that this might be a wonderful experience for you to learn to appreciate the beauty of the world. As how can one truly understand beauty without experiencing more aspects of it? Variety.
I agree.
And, well, he pulled in some favors and got this very powerful elder Tremere to basically, well, she's not guaranteeing your safety, but at least watch over you so you don't just immediately die.
Better than most Kindred get.
Yeah, no, listen, your sire is a cool man. He, like you, he is very dedicated to the pursuit of perfection and beauty.
Absolutely. Listen, perfectionism is the definition of Nico.
Unlike you, he is more into sculpting, but to each his own. He also comes from a different age. He is a bit more old.
Oh, Grunt. I just put down Generation 12. Do you want me to change generations? Or is that fine?
You know what? Put it down to 11.
Got it.
You are not old, but your generation is a bit higher.
Okay.
As while you are here, Peter, you are also here as a you are also here as a favor of your sire, but a much more practical one. One of the very few Koldun sorcerers remaining in these lands, and you know that the last years have been quite tumultuous for your clan. And given that, well, you are a ghoul for many years before, well, your sire's sire decided that, well, something happened. He died. You're not really. I don't think you were told that many details. But due to this shortage of spots, as there's a clear need of talented young blood amongst the Koldun ranks, your Domitor did embrace you as a reward for your faithful service many years. Problem is that he doesn't really have the time to teach you. And you
You're talking about General? I was describing my reasoning for the proposed watch order of Star Wars of 412536.
okay, never mind. But yeah, so unfortunately, your sire doesn't have the time to properly teach you. So he decided that it's a good idea for you to learn. He's Tremere. Being this young, old clan feuds and problems don't really mean much to you. Not sure if you're here, Mac. If you can hear me.
No, I'm.
Okay, you're here.
I'm not asleep, Grunt. Don't worry.
I was gonna say what you're called. So yeah.
Changes role in Masks of Power. It's no sleep again.
I'm ready to go. I'm waiting.
So you're both here. I'm not sure if you've talked with each other a bit on the way here, on the plane ride.
Honestly, Nico probably spent the entire time reading a book on music theory.
Amazing. What stimulating company.
Yeah, well, as you both find yourselves waiting, and she kind of like looks at the clock and says, I don't think our ride is gonna come for us. You say, gentlemen, should we give them more another hour, or should we find our own way into the city?
I don't think we're in any rush, are we?
Do we have a contact? Can we call him?
I don't have a direct phone line. I was told that we were supposed to be met here by a welcoming party of sorts.
I have 40 more pages of this. I'm willing to wait until I'm done with this book.
If we don't have urgent business, I'd say we give them another hour. Maybe they're alright. Maybe they got stuck up in traffic or other ordinary excuse. Let's just wander around a new city without proper guides.
And both give me a wits awareness.
Yes, sir.
I almost want to give myself a minus. But I'll do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, if you don't want to, you don't. If you're just like you don't give a shit about your surroundings at all.
He's, you know what? Honestly, this book isn't that interesting to him. It's a duty that he has to read it. So yeah.
Don't worry, it's for the dice.
Nevertheless,
The dice are with you.
thank you, Dice. Dice, my beloved.
Yeah.
A of great things to come as the sign.
You wait around as eventually car will pull up. Diana, Valerie, you do see 3 people just waiting in the parking lot of the airport.
How long has it been, Grunt?
Roughly like 45 minutes.
I'm probably just about to finish this book then.
So, how do we want to handle this? Do you talk the entire time, Oliver, while we act like simpering little whatever you wanted it?
Listen, I mean, you have a charm of your own. Maybe like you're weird. I don't
I'm gonna
know.
pretend.
Whoa.
I would pretend that was a compliment and assume he's just jealous of my wonderful, charismatic aura, right, Valerie?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that was rude.
Just kind of like blinks a
Ah.
couple of times and says, "Have you met me?"
That is also Oliver.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, people, game face is on.
Okay.
Let's walk this.
They stop the car close to it. They get 3 of them get out. As the 2 of you, Karna has been again very friendly like this entire ride and the time we've been waiting. The 3 of you approach though. Her face just kind of like sours immediately. As Oliver says, "Well, I welcome to the city," and she just kind of like cuts him off and says, "Not only are you late, is this the best you can do?"
Apologies, ma'am. We forgive us for our rudeness. You're not seeing us at our best.
Just a smile that creeps onto her face and says, "Ah, maybe there is yet hope for you. You there, old man. You're walking. I'll take the car." Just like looks there, just confused. As yeah, she just gestures for the 2 of you to follow her. As she puts a hand on your shoulder, Diana, and says, "I think you can be my guide until we reach the pantry."
I think there was a moment where before she put her hand, she was looking at Oliver with like a confused, like a confused shrug type of look. Before she's like was taken over by a car, like, yes, ma'am, of course. We are here to accommodate you and make sure you and your entourage have a wonderful time in Bucharest.
Lovely. And she gets into the driver's seat. First, like, has the most defeated look. Then does the, like, call me sign to you, Diana.
She nods. Hopefully, Valerie's also confused.
Yes, absolutely. Just following.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
The 3 of you get in the back while the other 2 get in the front, and she starts driving the car and says, the Lovely city. Like starts driving through. Tell me, you must be the fledglings.
Yep. Yep. I'm out of me and Valerie here. I am the youngest one, so almost 2 years. Almost 2 years.
Oh, it's coming near.
I should have like a deaf birthday party, something like that.
There's no reason we couldn't celebrate. But in the back, there will be our guests for the time being. They're under my tutelage for the moment. Kind of glances back, says it. Introduce yourselves now.
Would I know if if it would be polite to let my associate go first or me?
I mean, you're kind of the same social standings.
Cool.
Uh,
I will politely nod then to Karna and say, "My name is Nico Burns. I've come to this city for a research sabbatical, we'll say."
I'm Peter Zoltan, and I'm here to hopefully finish my education that has to be and further the study of blood sorcery.
Then you two have chosen the right place. Where we are from, our home has books, a lore, and a full set of knowledge and information to be shared.
It is huge.
And it is wonderful.
Nico perks up a bit, and you see he essentially flips to the last page of the book, just tosses it to the side of him, and says, "Well, I look forward to seeing your selection."
Oh.
And then he reaches into his bag and pulls out a second book, and this is Berserk.
God machine awards you 1 XP.
I'll write it down. Good, actually.
Not yet. Only when you finish it.
Okay.
You gotta roll for intelligence checks to see how fast you can read it.
Listen, no. I will not read to see how fast I can read it. I'm going to roll intelligence to see if I can understand the meta themes
Yeah.
of Berserk.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's true. Yeah.
This is research, Mac. This
Study.
is historic art.
The
I
study.
need to see if I can understand its themes
The
and
study
its
of-
cultural importance.
As Karna looks at you, Dan, and says, Nico here is part of the Toreador clan.
Grunt, I just want to make sure. How many Toreadors are left? Because I remember what happened
One.
last. Okay. Oh, is it the one we know, or is it one we do know?
Well, there's only one you know of. Now, if there's like hidden Toreadors in the city, why would I tell you about those?
I was
Like,
thinking,
oh,
I just want to
oh,
make sure, was it the lovely Toreador assassin that we never found out about after the first time we saw him?
Listen, is he a Toreador though? Like, he could be a Bruja. Who are you to judge?
You literally
We're
looked
about
at
to
me and
team.
told me what he was.
He
You
did?
looked at me. You told me, yeah.
Well, fuck. I guess then there's 2 Toreadors in the city.
It's alright. Dana doesn't know. It's fine.
Yeah,
Does-
no.
oh.
You know, there's Erica, and she still owns the club, the famous Obsession Club.
Okay. Wonderful to meet you, Nico. Would it be rude for Dan to say there's not much Toreadors here after the...
Diana,
Whatever.
care. What's your etiquette for?
It's at what? It's at what etiquette?
I mean, not really. Even if you like, well, you're gonna offend a fellow fucking fledgling.
Yeah. There's not many Toreadors in the city, so nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
He makes a bit of a face, and he says, I was hoping that there would be more like-minded artists in the city, but no matter. Nice
Hey,
to-
art, you're good. Art doesn't belong to one clan. There could be art made from many other types of crafts, right?
Would I know that Bruja are also very artistic people?
Can be.
Any Bruja?
Yeah. Quite a number of Bruja, I believe, are still in the city. Who?
Well, it is certainly a number, Grunt.
Yeah.
More than one.
There's Michaela.
It sure
and
is
then
quite a number.
There's Michaela, and then there's Lucas.
Oh wow, a large. Okay, two. Good, good people with nothing else.
Are they artistically inclined?
Thinks about. She's like, they have a passionate fire in their hearts.
Just goes back to reading Berserk.
She kind of turns to Peter.
The Carmine says, and Peter here is member of the Tsimichi clan.
Complicated face for a second. Well, aren't you're definitely a rare one for sure.
Yeah, there's not many. Yeah, there's not many of us, especially of my profession. A hopefully aspiring, hopefully successful Kaldunic sorcerer.
Glances at Valerie for a quick second before going back to. That's pretty cool. Kaldunic sorcery. What's that about?
Yeah, you control lightning and stuff. You control the weather, the land. It's that kind of things. Yeah.
Karna actually laughs when you say that, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Well, in theory, my abilities are far more limited. But in theory, you can create.
No, please do. I want to hear what you think Kaldunism is. I don't get to interact with young Kalduns in my that often.
Okay, if I per the book of lore, it's a type of spirit sorcery where you interact with the local spirits of the land and make pacts with them.
Dan is nodding along.
I see he's not totally uneducated. May still be hope yet.
I listen. I read the stuff. I read the old ancient tomes, but listen.
She's kind of looks in the rear view mirror and kind of raises an eyebrow. Huh. Interesting. Do you though? Which ones? How ancient?
Relative to modern books.
I mean, how many centuries old then?
Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe oldest.
Well, not that.
But
ancient.
I do know the basics, at least the theoretical basics. I know it's not just about summoning lightning from the sky, and putting people on fire. I know the spirit pact is the most important component.
Now, speaking of which, I will say that I better not see any spirit pacts in the city. We understood on that part.
I've understood, ma'am.
Unless you gain specific approval from me, you are not to be doing that. Otherwise, I will assume malicious intent, and I will put a stake in you and send you back to your sire.
Of course, ma'am. No worry.
Lovely. Now tell me, Diana, how is my dear student? How is Ivone?
I don't think have we abolished the word primogens and that grunt here?
Okay. For the most part, people don't really use them because that's a very Camarilla specific term. She still uses regent, which is also kind of Camarilla specific, but she's like, no, we're a chantry, guys. No, totally, trust me.
The regent is doing well. She keeps a tight chain, so we make sure we don't fuck up. And she seems to be doing the job well, keeping us in line.
Wonderful. So nice to hear that, sir. Out as well as I expected. I mean, besides the delay, but I will put the blame on a little miscreant.
Miscreant? Raised eyebrow.
And that's one of the other members of the chantry. Oliver, I think she called him.
Oh, you mean Oliver? would Alor do something like this? I feel like he would, but I don't want to make that assumption.
His job to be on time and don't really tolerate fuck-ups, especially when you're not literally begging forgiveness on your knees.
I mean, we had a bad traffic and
I'm sure Oliver
Do you
will
think that's
understand.
a valid excuse for messing up such a basic task? Bad traffic?
No,
It's
no.
past midnight. There's barely any cars on the road. What bad traffic?
Never mind. It's no excuse, yes.
I'm sure Oliver will understand the errors of his ways once he gets back. We'll probably do a proper apology.
I don't care about the apology now, but I do hope that the long way back will let him think about what he.
Of course, ma'am.
Would hate
Uh,
for such young, talented individuals like yourselves to end up same way.
I'm sure with everyone is taking care of both of us and guiding us, we won't have such doubling box at the very least. She's done a great job so far.
That remains to be seen, but you did make a good first impression. She'll smile.
Dana is trying not to look like she's too pleased about that, so she's gonna nod basically.
As yeah, she's gonna eventually arrive at the chantry. Walk inside and rooms prepared for both Peter and Nico. Luna will greet you, show you around a bit of the land.
I assume we haven't split off from Karna, right?
You will have, because Karna is like, I can find my way around this place. You lead them around, show them where their quarters are. I'll have your two friendly fledglings here keep me company.
As she's about to leave, then Nico will give an actually very respectful bow, and he will say, "I am actually deeply thankful for the favor you are doing to me and my sire. This chance will allow me to broaden my horizons, and I hope that once this sabbatical is finished, I will be allowed to present you with a most rough draft of my experiences here in the form of a novel. It will be nothing compared to what I eventually create, but I hope you take it as a token of my appreciation."
Nods. You waiting to see that then? Yeah. Everyone, I would show you to your room. Helping you a bit, like a ghoul that will actually help you unpack. Karna just sits on the counter. There's like a couch, it's a lounge area. That's the seat next to her for both of you. Please have a seat.
Dana would do so.
Him, Valerie would nod and sit down.
Kind of like stares at you for like a minute, kind of like in silence unless you say something.
You would wait. I assume Yvonne has done the same thing to at least one of us. So
She's never been this. The Karna's much more smiley, much more friendly. Ivona is much more cold-hearted. Kind of like she clearly cares, but there's a sort of coldness to her demeanor. Karna's in the other direction. She's very friendly until she's not, and just kind of like switches at the drop of a hat. But then she becomes friendly again and warm and polite and
Ma'am, if it's not too rude to ask, what brings you to Bucharest?
those two, mostly. Their sires asked for favors and help each other out, and
Well, that's nice then. I hope they have time to find whatever they need here in Bucharest.
I trust you'll be able to provide pleasant company and help them accommodate. I have other things that will probably distract from will keep my attention preoccupied.
Oh, Bucharest is a big city and it has a lot to offer.
Tell me, are the Bali rumors true?
Ooh. How secret do we plan to keep that? I assume very secret, right?
Very
That's something
secret,
we don't.
yes, that's only a select individuals in the city know about.
I'm not too aware of the rumor mill. We don't really get a lot of stuff here in the city necessarily.
You know, lying usually comes around the second.
Yeah, dude, I have like 4 minutes of fish.
Roll me manipulation subterfuge. Double down on it.
No balls, right?
You're right. I have none.
No blueberries.
Do I want a blood surge for this? Correct? Can I have blood surge?
Blood surge.
Be disappointed if you didn't.
God damn it.
There's belief.
Mara, what's yours at?
I got a dice pool of 1.
Just
I got 1 point in manipulation.
say nothing. Just say nothing.
I'm gonna add in my Ingenuine to it. Is that right?
Sure. Let's see.
I'm gonna reroll.
Ooh, there
You could get a crit.
Reggie!
You could get a crit. You could get a crit. You got a crit.
It's a crit! It's a bestial crit, but it's a crit!
A crit.
No,
6 successes.
you would say that's a bestial crit. A messy crit. But that's only if
That's
your roll
worse.
succeeds. If your roll fails,
Oh.
actually it's a bestial failure. As you get like caught off by that remark, she kind of like leans even closer and says, I like you, child, but I have to take you in a separate room to discipline you like your child, like your sire should have. And that kind of like closeness to you and energy she's projecting. And also another this at your sire. And you lose your temper. Your beast just kind of like instinctively reacts. And you just backhand this woman.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can Valerie try to stop? Or is he
Do you
that?
have celerity?
Okay. Nope.
No. There's
Oh
no
my
chance.
goodness.
You see the slap, and before you can react. Okay, what's your dex? Athletics.
Oh my goodness. I think Dana would get in her knees for like now.
You just instinctively slap her away. She like kind of like grabs her face.
Oh my god. She like gets look, I've been here before. This is not new to Dana. She's just like immediately like scrambles away. Kind of gets back. We're like I don't know what came over me. I'm so sorry. And she like gets to the floor essentially.
Do you actually go on your knees on the floor?
Yeah, like Gron, I've been here. Dana has been here numerous times.
Oh boy, this is Karna we're talking about. Okay, play with fire.
I don't know what you want.
She
I
leans
just slap an
back.
elder.
Leans back. Says that you guardians normal punishment such behavior around here.
what would punishment be?
That's up to you. Make whatever you want.
Okay.
Ivona or Oliver are not the strictest people.
I mean, cleaning the gantry, probably for a week or even more.
Wonder you've all so rowdy and undisciplined. After all, she kind of like gets in closer to you then and cups your face. Fault? The product of bad education. Quite alright, child. She's gonna give you a kiss on the forehead. Don't you worry. It's fine. At this point, the rest of you make your way back as you've been shown to. Ivona is lingering. You kind of like enter the common area, and you see Diana on her knees in front of Karna. As Karna's kind of like holding her head, just kind of like kissing her forehead as she like. Weird scene you've walked into.
Hey man, Tremere, am I right? Whatever, not my business.
Yeah. Should we leave?
I look back and it's like,
Should we wait here?
he'll nod at that, actually.
Should we?
We'll wait at the doorway.
Let's give him a minute.
Ivona just kind of like freezes there as well. Karna leans back and I think I'll have to attend some of my own personal business as she stands up. I trust that you can handle the poor fledglings on your own, Regent. Ivona just bows like a 90-degree angle. Kara nods and walks away. And then as soon as she leaves, Ivona just looks at you and says, "What did you do?"
It was bad.
She was asking questions. I lost my temper, and she got really close, and I freaked out. I'm so sorry.
I kind of like takes a deep breath. Fine, I'll talk to her. So yeah, if you, I think you rouse the blood.
Yeah, but it's rousing the blood. I know.
Aroused.
I felt the rouse, but
When you click to arouse the blood on that selection thing in the stat thing, it automatically rolls it.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Okay, I'll put it back to 2. So I didn't realize this thing.
Technically, blood surgers are only for one roll, but Grunt is a kind and generous god.
Okay, thank you for explaining.
Yeah, so she'll just, as kind of says, yes, you could have gotten a katana.
Let's go. It's probably in a guitar case, honestly.
Yes, because you cannot carry open weapons here.
Yep.
As she kind of like goes to her desk and I think maybe we'll show you around. Some question, maybe show you the city. The night can't possibly get worse than this.
In literature, we would refer to that as a red flag.
A foreshadowing, as they say.
Was that your normal relationship between the two of you?
Normal relation. Who are you asking this of?
Diana,
Between me and who exactly?
Karna, or
I've only met her today, so I guess.
Alright. Damn. Yeah. Alright, this is pretty nice before on the plane, right?
Well, I think you're nice to someone until they decide to slap you in the face, and then you don't have to be any nice anymore.
Raise an eyebrow at that.
Okay, that's fair. Fair is fair.
If you're texting your sire, he's not answering then.
Dead
Ah.
as shit.
He said call, so she will probably have to call him, and she doesn't want to be rude to do that in front of.
Immediately just goes to voicemail.
So fucking dead.
Next
Um,
casualty of the graveyard.
Ivona, also
Indeed.
almost forgot, Karna, wasn't too happy about our lateness, so she made Oliver walk and kind of blames him for us being late.
Just kind of like cups her face in her palms. It's fine. Like looks
Yeah,
up
but
to
he's
him and says, "Unlike me, who's very forgiving and understanding, she is not. Do not let her friendliness deceive you into thinking she is nice. She is not. She will tax your failure greatly."
understood, ma'am. I don't normally forget the rules like that. I apologize.
Nico will actually pull out a notebook and a pen. How much do I know of the events of Bucharest, Grun?
Almost nothing. Not a very
Okay.
public thing.
Since you might be dying soon, could you please explain? Could you mind telling me about your current experience so far as being a kindred? I heard you were raised quite recently, so I'd love to get an interview.
No one's
I-
going to die.
Yeah, appreciate
Yeah.
that confidence boost there, guy.
So is that a no to the interview?
As you
Look,
say
look,
that, the doors kind of like burst open as you see Rosa running into the room. Oh, Regent, glad I found you. And then she looks at the two of you and like, then back at Nico and Peter and says, "I don't know who you are, but hello.
Rosa, Peter, and Nico. Nico, Peter, Rosa.
Hello,
Sister
Rosa.
to the Tremere.
I will give a polite bow. It's lovely to meet you.
She nods. Says, sorry to cut in on whatever lovely discussions you were having, but things are something happened bad in the city."
What exactly is that? If it's all right for me to ask.
I got noticed that like looks at Dan and says, "Andre's dead."
What?
Something happened where he used to work with those people, and they found him dead, and everyone there is just confused, and there's confusion right now.
Do we know anything else? How was he found? Was he staked? Was he?
Ripped limb from limb.
Before Dana was about to say something, but she stops herself and looks at Ivona.
I will go fetch both Karna and hopefully find your sire as well. The rest of you stay here. You should be safe in the chamber for now. I shall walk out.
Can I turn to look at crap Tamara, what's your character's name again? Valerie?
Valerie.
I just turned to look at her and raise an eyebrow.
And she's just gonna mouth wide open, shocked. Not gonna react to your ice diaper.
Diana is trying to call Oliver.
Phone is not even going like.
Fucking god, fucking damn it. Fuck.
Anything more?
No. He could be either getting a beer right now, or he could be just taking a nice stroll in the park. I don't fucking know.
Got a character. Who's your sire?
It is Oliver.
No.
The guy who just got. He has to walk back home from the airport.
Yeah.
Out there, alone in the city.
You have a very excitable city.
You don't know the half of it.
I would love to learn.
Yeah, that sounds like
Still
adventure.
holding the notebook and the pen.
I mean, maybe one day you'll get your interview and a tour of the city.
Someone's got to catalog it for the history book.
Do we have? Yeah, sure. Catalog it for the history books. Can I call Sebastian? I assume we have a few contacts in the city, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely try to call Sebastian.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna try to call Sebastian, Grant.
Well, actually gets picked up. As you hear a friendly voice. Not Sebastian, though.
I don't think I like that. What is this?
Hello, this is what was your name again? Doesn't matter. Who am I speaking to?
Very, very curious person. Can I get your name first, sir? It's not often I get someone else's voice on this line.
Well, that might be a matter of content right now, but you may refer to me as Dracula. What can I do for you, young lady?
Wait, wait. Dracula, or just Dracula?
The only one and true leader of the Voivodate. Again, who am I speaking to? Are you related to the man I just decapitated?
You what?
The man on the floor, his body, I mean, he's kind of desiccated now. But
Yes, I am quite related.
well, my condolences then to you. Do
Are
you
you just
perhaps
fucking with
know
me?
where to find his sire? I am quite looking for her. Seems to be not in the chatty mood.
Well, I'm sad to say, mister, but she kind of started off the worst fucking foot ever.
Please, we're friends. Call me Stefan.
Is it Stefan or Dracula, sir?
Dracula's the title.
Of course it's the title. Of course it's the title. Well, Stefan, I can't really say for sure where that where the sire is at the very least. What brings you to our lovely city? And why are you here?
You're not one of those quick ones I see. That was slow on the uptake. I am looking
I'm dealing
for
with a bit of shock.
Isabella. I think she. Can we understand each other? Isabella. Do we speak the same language?
We speak the same language, sir. But you know what? Let me go check my my GPS and see if I can figure out where she's at. I'll call you in a couple minutes, probably. Click.
Phone call, like your phone.
She races off to go find Evona.
She's left. You just like dash towards.
God damn it! God damn it! Does Ivona carry? Does anyone else that we know carry a phone? She looks at Val.
I mean, Ivona does have a phone.
Oh, thank God. She will call Ivona.
She picks up and says, "Yes."
Ivona, someone's. I don't even fucking know. Some guy named Dracula, Stefan Dracula. I don't even know is here in the city, and apparently he's looking for Isabella. And I don't know if he's fucking with me or not, but he said he's killed. Someone is in the city.
And you hear someone like, "Give me the phone." Hear Karno's voice and says, "Now listen to me, dear. It's very important. Stefan or Dracula?"
He said Dracula was a title and his name is Stefan.
I see. Well, you don't have to worry about that, and we will pass the message along. Now you stay in the chantry, otherwise who knows who might get you. And she closed the phone call.
Somewhat like defeated. Diana goes back into the room. I'm not sure if Rosa is still there or not, but
She is just about, and she's like shocked a bit about what happened.
um. So we definitely want to stay inside the chantry. Uh, apparently, a guy named Stefan is around. Don't called himself Dracula, leader of Volvadate. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, Peter.
Do I
very
know that? Using both my history and my occult
Peter,
knowledge.
that's highly unlikely that Dracula would be here because, as far as your sire told you, Dracula is nowhere near this city, and he has no interest in like fucking with.
I will turn to. Sorry, yeah, go on. I'm here, Sylvan. Sorry.
But yeah, you can give me an intelligence occult or intelligence academics roll.
What I assume would be different. Yeah, I'll do a code to see the vampire context. Can I assume I just know the word voivode? It means kingdom in Romanian,
Yes.
like princedom. I'll roll code. Amazing. I will willpower that for my own self-respect.
My own stuff.
Hero.
Oh my god, it's even more down.
3 successes is a bit better. So, listen, you think about it, and you realize, Peter, that yes, several years ago there was a rather bloody dispute, as well, your sire doesn't really know because it was not there personally. So kind of like you're going off of like second to second account information. But apparently there was a dispute between like the actual Dracula and his cousin that has been impersonating him for as far as you can tell, forever. And the dispute ended in the death of most of the Coldunes that were old and powerful at that point, because they supported the old regime and Dracula wanted reformation. And there is an actual ongoing civil conflict amongst the voivodes of the region, the Tsimichi lords, as a newer generation definitely support this upheaval in power and are much more on board with Dracula's new policies, which limit a lot of kindred activities and implement like an outright ban on any sort of like mortal fuckery. You cannot flesh crafting, get the fuck out. Pulling people, blood bonding them, just no. He kind of like destroyed a lot of the old power structures, which for like the new people, they're fine with that because one, they didn't really have any, and they're much more humane than the elders, who a lot of issues with that. This is sort of the conflict going on in the region that you are vaguely aware of. And you know that his cousin's name was Stefan. You know, Stefan the Great.
Yeah, principal. Yeah, I know. Yeah, principal Dave. Yeah.
So yeah, like right after we hear that it's some Zemitzi named Stefan or Dracula or whatever, I will just turn to Peter and say, "Friend of yours?"
First of all, I assume something bad happened, so my condolences.
Oh yes, my condolences too. Sorry.
Dana is like too numb to cry, but she's like, Thanks, I think.
I know this is not a friend of mine. This is a high level. If his word is true, then it's some one of the imposters as part of a conflict in the clan.
What the fuck does a Tzimitzi asshole decide to come to Bucharest for and killing people the first day he walks in? I assume.
Probably right into the conflict. You know, gathering allies, removing allies from his enemies.
So another asshole. Fucking
Yes, yes.
Was he looking for anyone in specific? Was he looking for anyone in specific? I'm asking Diana that.
Yeah. Looking for well, particular woman. But he's having a hard time finding her. Fuck.
He is Zabitsi?
Definitely not.
Does she know any?
Possibly.
Maybe that's it.
I sadly don't have her phone number, and I can't really have a method to contact her at all. And oh my fucking god, just like takes a moment to breathe before like she was the moment where she was just like gonna realize that Sebastian is dead before taking a breath. So yeah, I guess we're stuck inside for now. I'm gonna go see if there's a I don't know a weapon we can borrow. Some books. I don't fucking know. I need a drink.
Ah, get the ice cream.
Nico will open the guitar case and pull out a sword, and it's just like, I'll have this.
You know what?
It's a very nice katana.
Sure.
If if he is who he is, I understand you're probably perhaps feeling various emotions, but I don't think you would be able to fight him or defend against him if you were to show up here.
Of course not. It's mostly consider it a status.
You know what? I used to think the same thing, but a couple of Molotov cocktails and a flamethrower can change your mind very quickly.
I was looking at you for a second. I was like, this is neither of those. I believe he was talking about specifically this being ineffective.
Yes. The fire is very effective against our kind.
What the fuck is the alcohol?
We don't need to go back to those days, Diana.
Are you sure? Because it seems like those days are not gonna get, and I feel like it would solve a good 75% of the problems we're about to have right fucking now.
We can solve them another way. We don't have to use fire.
Can he give me Stefan's corpse? Because I feel like that would be a pretty good positive for me.
Not right now. We're gonna stay here and don't do anything dumb.
Right. We can't do anything dumb. Fuck. She has to have some alcohol somewhere in this fucking place.
You get a text on your phone with an address and the message attached. Well, if you do get in touch with Isabella, this is where she can find me. Smiley face.
Is it like the tongue out smiley face with a peace sign? Beautiful.
We'll let her know. Thumbs up. What the fuck is my life? She looks over.
There's an address.
He gave me an address. He gave me an address.
And what about the address?
I'm just saying he's waiting for Isabel, and he gave me an address. You know, I'm not saying we can. We should. It would be very.
We shouldn't. Yes, it would be. Mm-hmm.
But it would be rude not to just take this. You know what? You're right. You're right. I should let the Tremere. I should let Ivona know when she gets back. So, are we sure? She looks at Rosa. Does she have alcohol somewhere in this place? A drink, maybe.
No, what? Everyone doesn't keep those around.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, I got a stash of ice cream here, but that's all.
You would hear. It'll work for now.
I can give a call. Have someone bring some to us. Really need it.
No. This is a new and improved Diana. We're not going to do the first reckless thing that shows up on our path, right? We're better than we were before. God damn it.
Yes. We learn from our failures. We're gonna be better. Right?
I think, yeah, we learned from our failures. She's texting Oliver. Says, "You better be alive, you son of a bitch." And she will text us that.
Sender cannot receive messages. Just errors. Phone number
phone's
not valid.
Well, I believe, unless he's removed from time, the phone number should still be valid. It's just that it just doesn't send.
Well, what happens when you just smash the phone?
Yeah, just says does not send or can't send. The number is with the carrier itself.
Yeah, it's not in the SIM cards.
Whatever. The point is that the messages do not get
Yeah.
at all.
You're good. Damn it. Okay. So, you guys got any favorite music?
OSTs. Maiden Abyss has a great one.
I'm more in the indie alt rock scene. There's this new band from Atlanta, a Shattering Paradox.
No way!
Do the timelines align here?
I mean, not really. Though those are
Damn
in
it.
the past.
Okay,
Maybe they're popular now, but let's not canonize things before they're might not end that popular.
Maybe Kushida did the Paradox.
Paradox himself comes in and slaps Peter across the face and then leaves.
Delete.
No!
Peter
Stop.
turns to dust. But yeah, I'm in alt rock in stuff.
Cool. That's cool. It's cool. Is it hot in here? Does everyone feel a little hot? Want to make sure it's just not just me.
Nope.
Cool.
I mean, if we're looking for things to do, you did say that you had a library here.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you our books. Our large number of books. Follow me.
As you show them the library, you get another ding. It's a picture this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Sebastian corpse just hanging from chains, missing his limbs. His head is still attached though.
Cool.
Please tell me the text just says, "I'm losing my mind without you."
No, text is are you not coming? ...
Give me a few minutes on my way.
Are you actually gonna reply?
Yeah. He showed her that, so yes. She's just gonna be like, give me a second. I think I forgot a book in the other room. And she will just leave.
Can I insight that?
You can
Same.
Yeah, I think everybody can see that she's not emotionally stable.
Just gets a text and says, "I gotta go."
You said subterfuge manipulation, right? Can I use Ingenuine for this one?
Yes.
Damn.
You beat everyone.
I'm gonna whip her.
She could do it. Valerie could do it.
Yeah, you fish for the crit.
Yeah,
I mean-
you do have to crit. A shame.
Nah.
Nika will say, "Oh, what's the book on?"
Things like betrayal, trust, the downfall of civilization. It's really in depth. It's actually Percy Jackson, book 4. I'm gonna go. Be right back.
For its time and its audience, it was actually a pretty. It's actually pretty well written.
She's already
Very
left
good.
the room, my man. I'm sorry.
Fine, Peter, with Valerie.
Yeah, Peter will look at Valerie. She, are you? I would make the a scientific guess that you are her friend.
Yes.
You want to check on her because I don't think she's fine right now.
Yeah. You two stay here. Don't leave, please.
If anything interesting happens, please come get us. I would love to experience something fun.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, but you're here
Okay.
the first day, and we don't want you to get in any danger.
I think she's getting that alcohol bottle.
I hope it's all in the alcohol. I'll be right back.
I'll look at Peter and I was like, well, if I wanted to just stay perfectly safe, I never would have left the college. There is a certain bit of risk when experiencing life, and if death is the consequence for pursuing art, then so be it.
True Rose,
Anyway,
a man of passion.
Do you know where their? Do you think you could help me find their section on modern compositions? And the perhaps, I mean, the music theory book was fine, but I'm looking for something a bit more in the specialization, orchestral.
Oh, not exactly. Actually, not exactly a music student of the arts.
Oh no, I hate it.
Oh, Patricia should be somewhere over here, probably. I think under M for Mozart or Beethoven. I don't know.
How do you rush after that? Anna's leaving the chantry. Obvious. Catch her outside. Going to her
What
car.
do you think? What do you think you're doing?
Diana tenses for a second. Oh, just felt a little cooped up. Gonna go, fuck, I can't even do this. She just shows you the picture, the text that she got for the second one at the very least.
Oh God.
He has Sebastian, and I know it's a stupid idea. I could probably get killed, but I can't just leave him there.
I mean, it's gonna sound rude, but I mean, he's dead. You can't do anything about it.
His head's still attached. It could still. He's
No, it's
being.
not.
It's not. Oh, is it not attached
It is
anymore? I thought you said it was
attached.
attached. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just the limbs.
He's still alive. I can get him out. There's a lot less weight to carry, so if I run fast enough, right?
Get another text. I'm running out of limbs here. Think I might go for the head now. For real this time.
Okay.
He does for real, for real.
For real, fam. No cap.
Valerie, I can't just. I can't just
Okay.
leave him.
Okay, yes, but don't go alone.
What if I just tell Ivona and then ask for forgiveness later if I survive it?
Oh God. Give me a second. I'm going to get some stuff, and I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, I'll call Ivona as well. Maybe she can answer.
I'm. Do we want to tell her?
Oh God, no, absolutely do not. But you don't think she's gonna find out immediately after a few seconds? Can you lie? Because I can't lie for shit.
Oh no, I can't lie. Yeah, call her. Yes. Thing is, if she knows, she's probably gonna stop us.
Yeah, I'll hold off. I'll send her their address. I'll send her the address that was sent. I'll forward him the address. She just does that instead. Forwards the address that the first message Stefan gave us with the address and the want to see Isabella essentially.
Then just you forward the address and just go and get in the car and drive over there. As it's not that far away, but half an hour drive. Stop it. This rather it's basically like an office building. Go inside and like dark out. Did any of you see in the darkness?
No.
Let me see. I can't remember my disciplines. Nope.
But
I
you
got
may
heightened senses.
use
I
that
have
if you want.
sensing.
Yeah.
Enhance your sight, your
Yeah.
hearing, give me a wits awareness.
1 second.
Let me know also which sense are you in.
I think for Diana, she would do more likely do hearing to see if she hears anything. I think I can just do a for this role. I can just add discipline to the role. Will that still
Yes.
work for? Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. And can I add instincts for like I have instincts for awareness. Can I use that or would that not count?
This is not instinct.
Gotcha.
Oh god.
So which
I'm
one
also-
was it again? Which sense?
She would do hearing.
Yeah, as you kind of like walk through the darkness, you can definitely pick out at the far end of this rather large open space office, dangling of chains.
Okay.
As
Diana would.
you orient yourself, you do spot an outline of the darkness, a sort of body shape hanging from the ceiling.
I assume Val's with Diana as well.
Yes. She's falling right behind.
Oh wait, you didn't tell us that you were gonna do something fun? Oh.
Honestly, yeah. Would Val tell the other two?
No, she would just tell them to stay there, stay put.
So you didn't come back and say I have to go?
No, they just literally
No.
were left alone.
We just left.
Damn.
No.
I can't believe you. So sad.
So sorry.
Next time.
If
We
we
don't
make it
need
out
to
of
get
here.
anyone killed on the first day.
Yeah,
Here.
it's just us.
Like Nico would fight this guy. Just wants to watch.
Yeah. You approach the hanging body of Sebastian as he's kind of like limp, his head kind of like hanging forward. Up.
Oh.
Arms and legs are just kind of like arranged as the hands are kind of like in a clapping arrangement, and the legs kind of like meet each other at the underneath the body. It's a very macabre sight. But
Oh,
don't
shit.
see anyone else, don't hear anything else.
Can we think we can move him and get the fuck out of here?
I mean, I can try to get the chains off.
You can pull down the body. He's like barely holding on. As his eyes slightly open.
Oh, Sebastian, oh my god, are you... Fuck. We're gonna get you out of here.
I'm alright. Shit.
Yeah, fucking looks like it hurts, man. Do you know where the guy went? Stefan?
Step. Maniac with the claws, you mean?
He said he calls himself, title Dracula or something? Said his name is Stefan. It doesn't matter. We'll get you out of here.
Yeah, he's like. Yeah, you both can like drag him out as you manage to drag him out, and as you're kind of like walking out, you do see someone waiting at the door.
Ooh.
So I guess that's your friend?
His arms crossed, just a slight smile on his face.
Uh, hello. Seems we caught us at an awkward time. Um, if you would be so kind as we can just leave and get out of your way. Seems you have things to get done.
No, I have some free time, but I was hoping that this would be clear enough as a message to send to dear old Isabel.
I assume she'll get the message loud and clear, sir. We will make sure she is made fully aware.
Lovely. She knows how to reach out, so I'll deliver the message. Start walking away. And you kind of like get to the car. He turns back to, oh no, wait, how many people does it take to deliver a message?
Oh god.
Three, actually, sir. Don't
yeah,
you know
three.
the magic number?
Yes.
Three members.
He like
You
starts
know,
approaching you.
well, one of us is the message. The other one is the one.
Patty
Social
can
support.
Run. I was gonna say you can just bolt to the car, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you give me Dex Athletics. You're
Oh.
carrying corpse of Sebastian.
Make sure I don't have anything worth.
I'm gonna blood surge. So just take the blood surge box.
Okay. Ooh,
It's
dear.
correct still. The bitch of failure.
Flavia, is that you?
Guys, please. I'm trying my best.
Her
Spirit, guys.
Her spirit possessed you, Red.
Look, if I see him get closer, I have Plan B. I'm not sure it's gonna work, but I have Plan B.
Yeah, I mean,
Palpatine's ass?
listen, how you stumble, you put him in the car. I say, if Valerie, if you're gonna get like one more success, I'll say that you probably managed this mostly on your own. You wanna willpower that? Account
Yes.
for the week, friend.
Valerie.
There we go.
Let's
7
go,
successes.
Valerie.
Seven
So
successes.
good.
Tamara rolls up back.
Let's go, man.
You fall to the ground, you stumble, Dana, but Valerie managed to like pull the carcass in the back. As you get in the driver's side, and you just barely manage to jump in the right side passengers as she floors the gas and you just are out of there. He actually manages to reach.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Fuck!
I mean, we are alive. He now knows our faces.
Fuck! 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 Why? What is it with Kindred and just showing up and being assholes every time they go to a city? God damn it!
Oh my god. Do we tell Ivona? Or just leave it out of the conversation?
Well, I assume if we're lucky, she hasn't gotten back yet, but I don't know. I don't want to drop Sebastian off without being protected, so that's going to be a conversation regardless. Look, if she asks, it was my idea, you didn't even go. If we were lucky enough, it would just be me.
I mean, we both know we can't lie.
Yeah, but I can at least let her know that it's my fault, so.
We'll see how it goes.
Peter and Nico, you're left alone. It takes a bit of time before you realize that you are indeed left alone, and another like a total of an hour and a half passes more or less. I presume Diana and Valerie, you're gonna bring this guy back to the Chandler, or do you plan on like going somewhere else with?
Yeah, I assume the Tranchi is the safest place, and
Yeah.
As
I
those
have
nice
have a
boards
house.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
After a bit of time of us being alone. Actually, it's probably longer than you'd think. Maybe like 50 minutes. Nico would just like look up probably from the book he's reading. He's like, I think they ditched us.
Nah, that would never.
If you say so.
Not in the
Goes back
first
to reading.
Not.
So sorry, guys.
From that moment, another half an hour passes as you see both of them rush through the doors, carrying what looks like a dismembered body.
I look at Peter like, "Duh, see, they did ditch us, man."
Fuck, fuck,
You know,
fuck, fuck.
experiences. I'm telling this to Peter. It's like, experiences only come once in a lifetime. How many other times am I gonna get to watch someone rush off to go fight Dracula and get their whoever that guy is back?
Oh my god. Oh, that was. That's a fucking dismembered body.
Really? Didn't see that. No.
The
No,
live dismembered
now I'm
body.
looking at Nico. Now I'm talking. He's joking about that.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is. Which is why clearly there was drama there. Obviously, some kind of story.
Diana, what do you want to do with the body?
I mean, he's semi-conscious. You can like place him on the couch or something.
I assume we have rooms
You
like
do.
that. We have. I think Donna would put him in her room because I don't think Fiona would be too happy if he leaves a mess on her couch.
Put him in a nice armchair. Just have him good guess.
Hey, Grunt has rigor mortis said it.
Don't you fucking
Oh.
dare.
But yeah, you drag him into your room. Kind of like mumbles a bit. Thank you. Thought you drag him into this shit.
You can apologize later. What the fuck was that about?
Caught me by surprise and shit. Wanted to reach out to it. And fuck off.
God damn it, Sebastian. It's alright. It's fine. You're alive at the very least. Do you need blood? Do you need? I don't know how to untangle the limbs.
I wouldn't find some, but so much.
Ooh, I don't know if we have a stash of blood here, or if Diana would just offer her own. What would be the best option here?
What exactly?
I don't know if we have stored blood here, or
You have like a couple of blood bags.
yeah, she would of course give him that. She's taking care of that situation.
Yeah, you're gonna feed him one blood bag and a bit better. Thanks.
You're good. You're fine. Apparently, he really, really wanted to talk to Isabella, and he really wanted to leave a message.
Fuck was that guy?
He, he called himself titled Dracula, but he said his name was Stefan. Some Samizi guy, I guess. Voivodate. That's what Peter told me.
Shh, well, fuck me. No, Nico, there's no.
No.
It's a large library. It's hard to find things. At
I have
this
time.
point, though, you will notice some people are returning back as Karna, Ivona, and Oliver. Oliver looks worse for wear. As in, has a lot of bullet holes in him.
Oh.
He's walking, so I mean, it could be worse. As Ivona looks at the two of you who are like hanging around the library and says, "Where are Diana and Valerie?"
They brought a body in. I assume they are seeing to him somewhere.
Yeah, over there.
She nods and says, "Well, Oliver, you can find yourself your room and Arna, if you follow me." As she nods and Karna gestures for also for the two of you to follow. And she kind of like steps a bit behind and says, now, must know that the city going through some troubles at the moment. It appears that some sort of hostile action was taken. So I will trust that you know how to take care of yourselves. That at the very least the situation is resolved.
She said I trust that what?
That you can handle yourselves. I.e., you're not gonna like do something stupid and die. Like what just
course.
Diana and Valerie did, right? Like you're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Of course, this is not exactly our fight to fight.
Real? Let me teach you a lesson in humility. Like just really to follow her.
Absolutely.
As the door to your room, Elena, opens as Ivona stands in the doorway looking at both you and Valerie and Sebastian's body.
Regent, it was all my idea. It was my fault. I forced Val to help me with the situation that
Just kind of like looks at you. Got Sebastian's. At least he's alive.
Yes, ma'am.
As you see Karna walk in a bit behind her, just kind of like staring at the scene. Whisper something to Ivona. Then turns to the two of you and says, I will expect a detailed report of what just happened. Presumably you will let her know on the details, unless you want to hide something.
No, I don't think you want to chance that right now. She will tell it. And there's like nothing really to hide, basically.
No? As very least, apparently there are problems all across the city, so nobody is leaving the chantry. You're all here. If Karna's like, I catch any of you leaving, I'll just murder you myself and save myself the trouble. I understood, fledglings.
Yes, ma'am.
Dana nods.
Yes.
Of course.
She then leaving you alone. If there's anything else you want to do tonight, there's some time until this situation is somewhat resolved.
We'll turn to Diana and Valerie. So I had trouble finding it. Where's your music section?
Oh man, that's like I've been trying to add more to it, but that's like literally 2 shelves at best.
Yeah, we don't have much on music.
Well, a slight relief to me personally, sadly availing of my studies. What about on anything on the basic plots?
What did you say? I didn't hear the last part.
The basic plots.
Of storytelling or just
Yes.
oof, man, this is a dry library we have. Like I said, I've been trying to add to it, but you're gonna have to ask permission to be able to add books to the library. So it's more of like educational, mostly nonfiction. Some of them like research reports or logs or diaries,
Yes,
things
that's what
like
I'm
that.
looking for.
Oh well, if you ask Val, she can tell you where that section's at. I don't want to leave Sebastian alone for too long.
Someone's hungry.
I'm like, what the?
Who here is at 3 hunger, damn it? I want to know. Is he a friend of yours?
Yeah, a little bit more than a friend, but yeah.
Sibling.
No. No.
Uncle.
Oh god.
You know what? I want to see how many guesses you take and see what if you land where it needs to go. Come on, continue. What's the next one?
Cousin.
So no relation, right? Physical.
No relation. That's the only hint I'll give you.
A sire, perhaps.
No, that's relation.
You both were wrong. He's my boyfriend. For the love of God.
Oh! That's why you ran off.
Relationships. Don't get me started.
I guess. Yes.
You take 3 weeks off to research the history of One Piece, and ooh, suddenly you're the bad guy for abandoning the relationship or whatever.
You're
Yeah,
a
woman.
one.
Yeah, woman. Am I right?
Right?
You're a One Piece fan.
I recognize its historic implement. What's it?
Yo, hold on. I fell
Cultural
asleep.
relevance.
I fell asleep and I just woke up. What the fuck is happening in this session?
Man, it's a wild ride. We're talking about One Piece now.
Yeah.
I recognize its cultural relevance to the modern scene. Really, what's been done with it is actually quite the amazing feat.
So what's
While
your
there are-
theory?
Hmm?
So what's your theory? What do you think
What?
what it is? With the One Piece.
You know, considering what I have, what we know about the author, and his also statements about it, I would assume it is an important piece of history about the Void War.
Fucking loser. I bet it's about friendship.
Nah, he said specifically it wasn't that, sadly.
God damn it.
That walk in on?
That's not the exact same thing.
He says it the same fucking thing!
You had no idea, Grant. I fell asleep when the fucking Stefan was like mocking them with like phone calls, and then I woke up, and then they're talking about One Piece. Like, what the fuck happened?
Let us set the scene. We're in Dinah's room after
Yeah.
nearly getting chewed out by Ivona, and her boyfriend on the bed being dismembered, basically. And we started talking about One Piece because he brought it up.
Yeah, we tried to guess who he was, and we guessed through the list.
Yeah, and then she said he's his boyfriend, and then Nico went on a mini rant about how apparently you can't just abandon your romantic partner for 3 weeks to go and do an in-depth dive on One Piece. Sadly,
You can't. It's very much one of the
God
rules.
forbid men do anything.
Yeah,
these
God
days.
forbid men have hearts.
God forbid.
Not during Pride Month, my friend. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so you hunker down as a day or two pass.
I
Less
spent the entire
events.
time in the library.
That's there's plenty of things to read. You will of course be provided these blood bags that, if you feed on them, taste way better than normal blood bags, and actually, as you're told.
I do have Iron Gullet.
Yeah, well, this tastes way better than the regular blood bag. You're told
Neat.
that these are supplied by the Bucharest circulatory system. It's the way that most kindred feed, to ensure that no mortals are harmed.
Fine by me. More time.
A few days later, as Sebastian's limbs are slowly growing back, looks much better, but still not completely one piece. You get a visit at the Chantry.
Tsukushi.
It's not.
Damn.
It's in fact one of the Ventures. Victor.
You know, Zaz is here.
Yeah, so.
Just drag Patrick onto the scene.
Oh. Why would the prince bother with like these?
Because he's Patrick and he's an odd guy.
Nah. the Tremere have to come to him, not the other way around. Yeah, he is here, and you would have a conversation. You would all be present, including Karna, but she's gonna let Ivona handle this. Victor approaches it. Ivona, it will introduce himself to those who are new here. Victor Brower, one of the local ventures, as apparently he's come with important news regarding the recent incidents. Some casualties and some attacks happened. People got wounded, some people are missing. The biggest and the highest profile casualty, of course, is Andre. Death is being mourned all over the news, as he kind of end this whole kind of like report section. Apparently, you weren't the only people who were hit, although apparently there seems to be some political moves, as Victor ends with the conversation. Says, and lastly, I'm here to inform members of the Chantry that Patrick Foster has declared praxis over Bucharest, has declared himself prince. And there's a Camarilla envoy that will show up. Sure, you'll remember Nicholas Gray.
Dana is trying not to speak because she assumes it'd be rude for her to do so, but she's
Yeah,
shocked. But keeping it in
Ivona
check.
has the same face and didn't just do this. And she then kind of says, I'm surprised to see you're doing this. I expected you to push a bit more. Nods and says, we are dealing with enemies on all fronts. Simichi, Sabat to the south. Infiltrators into our city. And try to fight off the Camarilla, but I trust Patrick's judgment on. He thinks he can contend with them. I'll trust him. Because we're officializing this doesn't mean we bow down. All the new Primogen Council will be, of course, assembled. Everyone will be invited to join. I expect you Anarch remnants, but he looks at you, Dan, and Valor, and says, I doubt anyone can convince of anything.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
But as long as he keeps respecting everyone's laws, I don't see any problem for him to stay like this. I hoped that the Tremere of the city would support this transition. As
Is Elena cool with this?
Elena is gone.
What?
She We cannot abide such an individual amongst us after all. Our true identity has now been revealed publicly. We shall not abide a Bali, a demon worshipper amongst our ranks.
Pronto menor.
Listen, Red, like this, that was a few years ago, but now the Camerala's like, yeah, we know you have a Bali because fucking Nicholas told them everything.
The feds have showed up. They sent in the FBI. He overwarned.
Yeah, Nicholas told them everything, like literally just everything.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They sent the SWAT team, man.
He did warn us, I think. Because he did, and also Victor did mention Nicholas too as well. I remember. Okay.
Would I know what a Bali is?
Yes. How much occult do you have?
No.
Then no.
Peter would know, I think, yeah, for your cult.
Peter would have absolutely. I mean, you know that the Bali are like some weird bloodline that has belonged in. You know that they're like kill on sight most places. Apparently, there's some sort of demon worshiper about it.
Diana would just nod at that.
Ona just says, "I will need some time to consider. I won't. We will talk amongst each others, and I will present our decision." Princess. Victor kind of like bows politely, take his leave, and as soon as he walks out, Karna just like lets out a whistle almost. Didn't expect things to become this interesting this quickly.
Neither did I, my lady. I am actually quite pleased with my timing.
Quite a diverse place you got here. To meet the elders, demon worshippers.
Demon worshippers.
Oh.
Is that what a Bali is?
Some ancient thingies, something related to demons. Kill on site, per decree in most criminal cities.
Interesting. She was in the city.
I vote on nods. Looks at the kind of like ignores them a bit. She like looks at the two of you, actually three of you, because Rosa's here as well. Well, what do you think?
Diana looks very displeased.
I'm not sure. I mean, joining them.
All that work and all that bullshit just to start back where we were.
Exactly.
Karna says, well, I assume the public information that the Bali was here. You know that Camarilla, a lot of people, Archons as well. And hope to defeat them.
The barley part I don't have a problem with. It's more the let's go back to the Camarilla situation that I'm having a little antsy.
Oh, the Camry aren't so bad. Stay in your corner.
They are. Yes, they are. That's why we stayed here with the Anarchs.
Love that fiery spirit of yours.
I mean, it's the truth.
But it's gonna be right back where it started all over again.
I mean, not necessarily. Reform and revolution, you know?
There is a third option, though. As like Karna smiles widely.
Is it a fun third option?
I mean, why not associate yourselves The actual voivode. They've been holding back the Camarilla for centuries.
Is that a good idea? This is literally the first time I've heard of the voivode. She's trying to stumble over the words, and one of them so far has not made the best impression.
Ancient agreement between several Michi lords, and that they've ruled the area for quite a long time. Although recently they are a bit in of a scuffle.
My sire did mention that that the actual Dracula is rather liberal, and he's shaking quite a few things up.
Oh, I concur. But
Are they better than the Camarilla? Or are they just the Camarilla with just another coat of paint on them?
would you? That's a good question. Would you have Sebastian in this room, or was he's like kept in your room?
You said his limbs are growing, so I'm not too sure if he's actually able to even move.
Can't really walk. He needs help.
Would Ivana even let him in here? That's the main question I have.
I mean, you're already keeping him in the chat.
I think Dinah would, mostly because he has met this guy and stuff like that. So
if you like Sebastian's here, it's like, so one of these people unlimbs me, and now I have to sign up with someone else.
Well, it's his nicer cousin.
Oh, that's such a high bar.
Hey,
You're
sins of the father, am I right?
are we sure these people could be trusted? Are we sure they're not just all going to start cutting off our limbs once we just,
Why don't you meet him? Don't you meet him on your own? You can all make your opinion. I would be a bit too biased here. What are your thoughts?
The actual Dracula?
Wait, it's Dracula's real?
The
Yeah, Black
Impaler
Pepper's
himself?
Yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not?
What, you met his cousin and you think he doesn't exist?
Look, anyone who tells me I'm Dracula isn't really Dracula to me. I'm sorry. I can say things too.
I suppose you have a point. Say something doesn't make it true. Very well.
Is there any relation to the novel by Bram Stoker?
Yes, I believe he's made that himself.
Which one? Which cousin?
The real one. He co-authored it. Sort of a way to teach hunters how to better kill our kind.
Okay, I guess Dracula's all in for the humans. Cool, I guess.
Again, I should stop talking right now. I should does the my lips are sealed motion.
He did kill quite a few Tsumitsu lords.
You know him?
No. Oh, my sire told me off him.
You know? Okay.
Yeah, my sire. Only for he didn't speak much. Only that he was shaking things up, and that there's a conflict going on here.
That's like saying I'm a friend of Beyonce, man. That still counts.
I think it's closer to saying he knows of Beyonce.
Still counts.
That's like talking about the president. Or
yeah, but not when you have first-hand reports.
Doesn't everyone have first-hand reports of the president of the United States?
You stop talking. Stop talking right now.
We're gonna make Diana suffer.
We are the punishment for your sins. Two jackasses.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna pull out the phone. Very blocky phone. Looks very old, like from the 90s. like there's some message on it. Luckily for you, apparently he is around, like an hour or two.
Like
Yeah.
today?
He moves quite fast.
I
So
mean,
he'll be
that's
coming
here.
here to the Chantry.
Like to set up a meeting place somewhere else.
No, it's just making sure I don't have to go anywhere.
Sebastian just looks very uncomfortable at you know.
Dana will reassure him. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. It's okay.
Carry him
Excuse
out.
that?
I'll turn in and say, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I feel like I will be just fine without meeting Plant the fucking Impaler himself.
I'll roll my eyes at that.
He was a rather just ruler. He was always
Yeah,
fair. He was not.
tell that to my little foot. The limb is slowly growing back. Deadpool style.
I think that was the pretender. That was bad. It was bad, Frank.
Okay, Chief. Whatever you say.
Listen, every family has its assholes.
Can I not meet this family at all? Do I have to listen? I'll just.
You can stay in my room. You don't have to leave the
I
room.
would,
You know.
I would. I think I will do just that. Can you help me walk?
Yes, I can help you walk.
As you let him lean on you. I kind of like you lead him backward. Get separated a bit from my. Say, I get my feet back. I'll try and reach out to Isabella. See what she thinks about this whole Camarilla bullshit.
Yeah, especially I don't know what this Stefan guy wants from her, but it's definitely not gonna be good, right?
Yeah, I don't like it either. The ball around, she was always a bit paranoid, so she had me do a lot of shit. Take a while until contact her.
None of her little friends are around the city right now.
Still has some pigeons here and there, but if you're down to leave a message at one of the dead drops, I would appreciate it.
I can try my hand at it. I can't speak the pigeons now, so.
No. And he'll actually write a note and give it to you. Give you a place for one of these locations. Stash it.
Mm.
You do have time before actual Dracula shows up.
Ooh, this is actually a good question. I think they said I'm not allowed to leave the place, right?
Not necessarily. Yeah, at this point things have calmed down. So
Okay. Yeah, I think Dan will give him a kiss on the forehead before they get that taken care of, essentially.
Correction, my dear Diana, you're not allowed to get caught leaving the Chantry. It's a very big difference.
he'll smile at that as you take a bit of your time to the message, so on, informing her of recent events. And you can make your way back to the Chantry. I'm not sure. In that time, any of you would like to have any other discussions, any questions? Damn, the city just went to shit in a couple of days.
That's exactly how I like it. This is the reason I came here. Let's go!
Adventure, passion, stuff. Like
Exactly. Romance. Deception. Betrayal.
What's a story without conflict?
Absolutely. Nico's probably still he's probably been combing the library this entire time. I don't know if he's found any interesting books on the 3 current subjects he's looking into.
Well, you have an hour or so. only so much you can do.
Well, just in the days I've been here.
Oh, probably. Probably all three.
Yeah. I'm reading then.
Fucking nerd. Yeah, by the time you're
He's
back,
cooking. Let him cook.
then you as you kind of like walk back to the chantry, there's a kind of like a gust of wind that blows like the front of the chantry, like on the sidewalk, as you see a man literally just materialize in front of the door. A very similar fashion to what you've seen Dragomir do a couple of times.
You just fucking come in from the goddamn gust of wind, sir?
He like turns to you and you realize he's dressed very out of date.
My apologies.
He does have the funny hat on.
Love the funny hat.
As looks at you, just kind of like deadpan. Believe I was summoned here.
Yeah. Person, I don't even know. Velvet date? That's sir. She gonna open the door for him.
They call me Dracula.
Dracula. Yes. We are waiting for you.
As yeah, he will follow after you by the actual pantry. As all of you are waiting there, the Diana walk in with literally someone like that, a picture frame from the Middle Ages.
Yeah, that tracks.
Werribee gonna bow. when
I
he
too
gets
will
in.
bow. And pull out a notebook and a pen. And sit down.
Kind of like stands there, stares, glances a bit at Karna, but then doesn't really pay any sort of attention to her. Ivona like takes a step forward, looks at her and says, I believe you have an issue on your hands. As she nods, bowing politely as well, and informing him more of the general gist, fact that Cameron are coming, and people here aren't necessarily the most comfortable with the idea of Cameron getting stated in power. That Karna proposed him as a third solution. Does listen to it, never really breaking the stoic demeanor. Don't wish bow to the authority, the inner council, but bow to mine. I am not. Why should
Is he
I?
saying that to all of us?
Yeah, he's like talking generally.
Okay.
Why should I bother with all of you?
Look, man, I'm not a fan of the whole cameraless tightening grip, the whole making sure we can treat humans like cattle, the whole no one else gets a voice but those who have the most strength or who are the oldest. It's kind of bullshit. And I didn't join this to be right back where we started. We were supposed to be a place of equals, and everyone had a voice, everyone had a say. But now we're going right back to square one, and I'm not much of a fan of that.
I'm not a fan of demon summoners, and yet here we are.
Yeah, well, no one was really a big fan of that one either. Look, if you want to be practical about it, we have magic, we have books, we have knowledge, and that value, of course.
He looks at you, Valerie, and says, "Make a more compelling argument, friend there."
I mean, we are looking for reasons, or maybe for possibilities to live our own, take care of ourselves, and not have to join what we despise. I mean, the camera is almost everything we don't like.
And yet you behave in a similar manner to work with corrupt entities. You help build power structures for those who would seek to abuse them. Feed the blood of innocence without sparing too much thought of. After all, if you don't see them, they don't exist.
I mean, we do it, but it doesn't mean we want to do it. It's the way it goes right now, but we want to change.
No, you want to survive. You're afraid.
Oh no!
No.
You're afraid!
The
Destroys
technocracy
the
strikes.
universe!
Vlad
Technocracy
actually just
strikes.
like vanishes in the wind.
Reality collapses.
Will Smith walks around the corner.
Yes,
Sorry, buddy.
Foundry just died.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Great.
Technocracy once again. Another
Yes.
W.
Another democracy W.
Anarch's are no threat to me. Foundry won't even let them play the game.
I think this is the server who
I
fucked
don't
up.
know.
Was it
Yeah, I
Foundry?
don't even know why it died. It just like
I think the server died. I think that's the problem.
Can't
Yeah,
take
but-
it anymore. There's been too many games today.
this
I
extreme.
can't no more, boss. I'm tired.
Let me sleep, boss.
What the fuck?
Foundry headquarters go like, why is this one server just been open for like 27 hours straight? Just close it down. Some guy probably just like went like left it open. Just close it down.
Okay, let me start it again. I think that literally they're like, guys, what the fuck is that? I think somebody forgot the machine open. Just kill it. God. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. I don't need this. I can run my own. Pull out the notepad.
Return to tradition.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he just. I don't. You're only afraid and you want to survive. You have no
I mean-
morals and you have no principles.
I mean, it's true. I don't want to die. That's valid. Yes.
Pathetic. He looks
By the way,
at.
Nico has been.
Hmm?
Yeah, go on. I was gonna say Nico has been taking notes this entire time and staring very intently at Dracula.
Yeah. He kind of like looks around if anyone wants to any sort of argument.
Look, Dad has already just just like motherfucker, fuck you, as in her mind basically. She is not to figure out how to keep. I assume like camera wise, she can't stay with You're not allowed to be with your human allies or friends anymore, right?
What
That's
do you mean by
that
that?
is. Um, in the Camarilla, like you're supposed to like you can't have cell phones, you can't have human
Yeah, they're much more
connections with her.
restrictive. They're much more restrictive. But
Yeah.
listen, you can have human connections. You just have to blood bond them. Cool them. It's fine.
Fuck. Look, man, I got people I gotta protect. I promise to protect, and I gotta figure out a way to keep them safe more than anything else. So you're practically a stranger to me, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, your judgment doesn't really matter for me. I have steps I need to take. People I need to. If you're not gonna help me, then I need to make sure they're taken care of. So
Like chuckles. It's a funny thing about protecting people. Only care about it when others need your protection, others need your help. Screwed over. See, kindred are in essence selfish beings. That sort of
kind of
selfishness has no place in my world.
gotta be honest with you, man. That's a human thing, not just a kindred thing. You love only the things that are yours, and you don't care for everyone else's problems
Well,
necessarily.
maybe then humans need to change as well. Boundaries.
And
Hey,
I'm already in.
it happened to.
Silence.
Can't
Actually,
fucking believe they silenced you.
censored you. The NSA intervened personally.
Oh,
Joseph.
the server's back up.
Brunt, can I roll Dexcraft to sketch him?
Sure.
Will my specialty in animation come into play?
Yes.
I'll blood search for this. This is very important to me. 8 successes.
Ooh,
Fucking
nice, nice.
Make a portrait of him.
Yeah, heal.
What Nico is really trying to capture with those 8 successes is the current emotion of Dragon, not just the
pure
presence,
and,
right?
Well, as far as you can tell, it's pure and utter disappointment. He is not impressed by what these people are offering, trying to bargain with.
Nico at this point will pipe up and he'll say, Lord, Dracula, forgive my speaking out of turn, but I must admit, I am truly curious. What has made you so interested in this new way?
You what?
This new way, this different way than the Camry and the Anarchs. This, I was told that you co-authored Bram Stoker's Dracula as a way to help hunters hunt kindred. Curious.
Not only have I done that, I've financed many hunter organizations and families, lineages throughout centuries.
Why?
Kill kindred, of
And-
course.
And this isn't a wise like why would you do this? This is genuinely he wants to know like what's your
To get rid of those who would prey on humans, those who would endanger the mortals.
I see. And he'll write more stuff down. How long have you been on this path?
As far as I can remember. Kind of like looks back at you, Dan, and I understand the desire to protect things you care about. Degree of selfishness I've learned is healthy. Mental and emotional state. What I've seen, what I've heard from this place, not just some. I've seen a city that refuses to open its eyes, listen, as the cries of thin bloods being used. Hungry beasts. A demon rumbling below.
What now? The fuck?
Have you ever wondered where that blood came from?
We were told, I believe, that it was a recipe created by the Thin Bloods, made with a mixture of different ingredients.
Never said that it wasn't created by the Thin Bloods, but one of the ingredients. Can't prove it, but I suspect it is Thin Blood fighting. Have none
Right,
of you
I-
ever bothered investigating this?
Right, I just want to make sure I remember, because I think Marcel told us that the ingredients were not just, it was like different varieties mixed in one. Is that same? Okay. It was like Thin Blood, Werewolf, and something else, right?
Yep.
Or Vampire. The original creator of the Vitae itself mentioned more than just Thin Blood Vitae, but a lot of different Vitaes put in one. And let me know if I'm wrong, because I think I remember correctly, but I believe Elena made it mention that it was a volunteer thing, but of course she could have been lying to us for all we know.
Mentioned it was a volunteer thing, totally volunteering.
Yeah.
You Thin Blood, there, you volunteer.
Yeah. We were told it was a. She's kind of grimaces now because she like said we were told one thing, but now you say it out loud like that. We were told they were volunteers, that it was just going to make things easier for everybody involved, and that it would not just be one group who adds to the pot. We required kindred, thin blood, werewolf, a whole bunch of other stuff.
Lord Dracula, do you mean to tell me you care for the Thin Bloods as much as you care for mortals? I was informed that the blood here was to protect, was to stop mortals from being preyed upon.
I care about Thin Bloods, I care about mortals, I care about Guru, I care about one. As long as they care about society. I don't doubt your intentions. But see, all the things you've told me up until now are things related to your own safety, your own people. I've heard nothing about others. You know what a hunter does? He puts his life on the line. Kill creatures like you and me, that others may live. When did you put your life on the line for others?
He's actually that seriously, or is it just rhetorical?
I know he's like looking at you for an answer.
I don't know if this is gonna be the same one for him, but Diana's put her life on the line for her friends numerous times, but I'm not sure that counts for what he's trying to ask for her. My friends, my family, the people who shouldn't be in this world at all and should stay out of this. The previous prince was a creative man.
Everyone puts their life on the lines for their friends and loved ones. It make you that special, does it now? Curious to see how did you improve the lives of those around you? Had time to bask in this utopia you've created for yourselves here, even though if it's built on certain lies.
We don't hunt humans anymore. We don't beat the shit out of each other or try to use people as cattle. That was the original point.
Improve people's lives by not killing them. That's an interesting perspective. Very kindred one of you. Are you sure you'll not fit in right at home with the Camarilla?
Don't you
speak
fucking
like
dare
them.
say that to me.
Speak like one of them. Next, you're gonna tell me how your new way of life keeps people safe and keeps you safe, and everyone gets to benefit.
I can see here that whatever I say isn't going to be what you want to hear.
No,
So
hypocrisy is sudden, unfortunately, not my cup of tea.
Hmm.
And you are just like many other anarchs. It's the people who decided that the reason you don't like the power structure is because you're not the ones at the top. There's nothing else, then I'll take my leave.
Before you go, Lord Director, please take this as a token of my appreciation for this truly riveting conversation, and he will hand him the sketch. It's nothing but a trifle, but it is I believe it shows at least a scratch of who you are. At least in this moment.
He like, yeah, he like takes a look at it, nods. He like leans
And
in a
if
bit
you-
and says, "Mind if you add?"
Of course. What is it?
Like just like leads you a bit off to the side. Just says, "Draw something."
Oh, what? Oh, please, anything.
You can pull out the phone. I'm gonna show you. This shows you a woman. I need you to draw the ugliest caricature of this individual that you can on the reverse side of that page.
Absolutely. Is there anything you want? Is there any specific angle you want me to characterize?
Emphasize the nose.
The nose, of course. And I will immediately start drawing.
Another craft dexterity.
Is this the same scene, Greg?
Yeah, you can. Let's
What a good Valentine's gift.
6 successes. I'm re-rolling. Ah, 9 successes.
Oh, it's perfect.
It is truly perfect. And he'll say, "You ever need a favor from me?" Request it. As he'll like take it and
Honest-
like kind of like put it in his pocket.
Politics.
Honestly, all I could ask for is perhaps maybe a longer, more personal interview.
You know what? Maybe someday we can talk a bit more. He'll take his leave.
The fuck was that weird guy?
I like the lack of music. I think the lack of music is very perfect. It's a comedic skit. We are the comedic relief crew.
But yeah, as he like walks away, Karna just kind of like claps once and says, "Well, I mean that could have gone better, but it is what it is, I guess."
You're right. I wish we could have talked longer.
Does have an interesting approach to life, wouldn't you say?
I completely agree. One has to wonder what events led a man such as him to devote his entire life to one cause such as this.
I'll tell you the answer.
What'd you say?
She said, "I will tell you the answer. It's love."
I see.
I know you're like just gonna exit the room, just fuck this shit. Just going.
What do you mean going, Anarch? Were you not Anarch before?
No, we weren't. We told you this numerous times.
What are you doing?
But yeah, says it's love. Love, apparently, literally changed the world.
Yes, I suppose love for another, love for a thing, love for a concept, love for an ideal. Yes, those are truly the things that motivate humans and
Thinking-
kindreds alike.
In his personal cases, just love for a woman.
The purest one. Karna, is there, please forgive me, is there something you love that is motivating you right now?
Me, I'm a bit more simple. Love knowledge, power. But I've come to understand, come to see life in a much more nuanced way. But listen, we can interview me later. As she like looks at Diana and Valerie, how are the two of you looking?
I think Valerie, at the very least. I'm sorry, not Valerie. I apologize. That was rude of me. I think Dan, at the very least, is like. Thought she'd be pissed, but she's probably just like sitting on the couch, leaning back, hands covering her face, and she's just rubbing her face. It's like, oh my fucking god.
Valerie is she's thinking about what happened, but is pissed and doesn't really like Vlad. Like from the first impression, no, she doesn't really like him.
Nothing changes to generation. Yeah, Carlos like chuckles a bit at the two. There's I mean, listen, there's always the tower. Tower, I guess. Listen, I'm sure if you get in early, a nice spot at the negotiation table. All the terms, the conditions.
I'm good with staying here. No need for a tower.
Regent, would it be rude of me to can I just go Anarch? That's cool, right? I can just go Anarch, guys.
Ivona shakes her head and says, "No, I will be supporting. We are in no position to this. I will negotiate with him personally." But Lady Karna is right. Get in early, we have more room to negotiate. If you fight it now, harder later.
Ah.
Yeah, you can just be like, "Fuck all of you, I'm going my own way." option.
Look, every time Dana tried to like, you know what, that sounds cool. I'm just gonna stay over here in my Anarch dumpster. I think I like this dumpster. Should be dragged back. So
Yeah, it's almost like if you just stick your head in the sand, problems don't go away. It's
it's
like
not sticking your head in the sand, Grunt. It's like, hey, I don't. That's cool and all, but I don't want to be a part of your weird tower thing. She's like, that's cool, and then immediately said blood bond. So
yeah, move to a random ass village and
will
They
the
are the
500 gag rule show up, Grunt, if I
They-
move to the random
sounds
village?
like a
they
you
are
problem.
the government. They are not a random town. They are the government. I'm sorry, they are the people in
But
charge.
listen, how do the both of you feel with what Vlad called you out? Because there was
I
some
hate this guy.
accusations.
Fuck that guy. He doesn't know my
Yes.
life. How dare he?
I was just kind of like looking at the two of you really. So she seems very amused at this. Can't believe or this. Well, it would have been fun additions. Second Inquisition.
It's. I'm not even ask what that is.
Oh, it's powerful alliance of kindred, guru, hunters,
That sounds like a
and even
cool-
mages.
cool, nice, awesome club of his. But that's not the reality we live in. We live in the reality where we don't have that option. So, right back to the Camarilla, the one thing I fucking never wanted to go back to. Great, cool, awesome.
True. They did only kill 2 antediluvians, I'm told.
That's neato for them. Not neato
I'm
for us.
sure they'll never be able to handle our. Luckily for you, your Venture Prince seems very determined to tangle with them.
It's Patrick. I'm sure he'll make
You'll find a
himself
way.
one brick at a time.
Yes.
Oh well, I'll let you fledglings die in vain as you seem very intent on struggling.
Well, it was always nice meeting you, Miss Karna.
Well, sad to see talent waste away, but it is what it is. She's gonna like stand up and cut to you two, Peter and Nico, and says, I'm gonna procure myself a haven in the city. I will contact you. Provide safer accommodations than this place.
Thank you, Melody.
Yes.
Would it be alright if I still came here to visit and peruse their library?
I believe this place might be leveled soon, but if you want to risk your life, that'd be...
To start working to check out books.
It's gonna work fast, then.
Peter, would you do me a favor and help with that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We need to rescue as much knowledge as we can.
they start packing the books.
Yes.
Nico's packing all the books
Yeah.
on writing, directing,
Ivona
composing,
also
animation.
looks a bit defeated at the two of you and says, and you can't believe you can survive out there independent.
She looking at us too?
No, she's looking at
No,
Valerie
Diana.
and
Oh, okay.
Diana. And then she really like trying to like fucking like move the books. She's like, we're not going. I'm gonna join the Camarilla and this place will stay as it is. Please do not touch the books.
Well, then I hope you. Well, I mean, if this place is still standing, I hope you won't mind if I simply check them out.
No, I don't. I do have other concerns. I feel like glances back at Diana and Valerie.
If you think the thing's gonna stand, then you won't mind if I just like check them out and then return them when I'm done with them. We'll see.
The lady said no. Get the fuck out.
No, she said she doesn't mind.
No, she said don't take the books away.
No.
This is only a read on location library.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately for you. But yeah, she's pleading with the both of you at this point.
If what are we gonna do? Go to the Camarilla and what? Do the whole ghouling, devouring, killing each other for power, beating the shit out of each other for more power, and then treating people
Yes.
like shit again?
Yes. I mean, that's what we fought for. We fought for to save those people and don't be like them. Why would we go back there?
And Patrick, I love the guy, but someone offs Patrick, there's gonna be another Nikolai, another fucking Lasama piece of shit.
You do hear a voice from the hallway as Karna like actually steps back and says, "Oh dear, you actually believe your own propaganda." Oh, Ivona, this is. Tell me, no, now I'm curious. You see, unlike Vlad, I do like torturing people. Tell me,
Mhm.
younglings, what people did you save? The people who were enslaved by demons, working under, well, I presume now he's dead, friend of yours? Those people? Who exactly did you save? Because from where I'm standing, you just seemed like the suckers who worked with an evil little bitch. And
Well,
now you're shouting from the rooftops about morality? Oh, this is lovely.
I didn't say fucking shit about morality. I said I don't want to join the Camarilla, which is a devouring beast in on itself. That's what I'm not in the mood for. I'm not in the mood for this continuation shit again. This fucking power play, this dick measuring contest everyone seems to have with each other. That means we have to kill each other. That means we have to fight each other. That means we have to do all this.
Ivona, did you keep these people so shuffled? This is not healthy for their development. Ah, no wonder Vlad had a distaste for you. I can start seeing it now.
Wait, you could be independent, right? That's a thing.
I mean, yeah, if you have the power to back it up. But no, tell me, which people didn't you murder? Uh, oh, that's right, because you have other people who do that for you. You just close your eyes. It's lovely.
What are you talking about? I didn't murder anyone.
Of
I haven't
course,
killed anyone.
Of course,
I haven't had anyone to kill for me.
Of course, you're just part of a system that does that for you.
Oh yes, a system I was not happy to join in the first place. A system that won't let you leave. Oh, look, I don't know what you get out of this, lady, but at the end of the day,
I love
whatever I say,
I love seeing you like this. Please do go on. Yes.
all I'm saying is the reason why I don't want to join the Camarilla is still the same. I don't want to be a part of a system where we are eating each other, devouring each other, and just being essentially ruthless assholes. Is that so hard to say? Is that so awful to say? I don't want to live in a world where that's something that we allow to exist and we're all cool with?
I'm curious, Diana, if that is the problem you have with the Camarilla, why exactly did you side with the Anarchs?
I started with the Anarchs because I was told it would be the better option. That there we can live amongst humans and we don't have to be monsters. That's what I was told. But then the Bali came, then the werewolf thing, then people kept dying. A lot of people kept dying.
From your experiences with the Anarchs, do you still believe that to be true?
Well, by the end things were shit. The Anarchs hated our guts. The Camarilla hated our guts. I watched a bunch of Tremere, not Tremere, sorry, Tremere. I watched a bunch of Tremere get executed and couldn't even save a single person. Barely was able to save one person. I watched people get murdered, and I had no power to do anything about it. I watched as the crowd cheered, executing everyone in their path. And no matter how much we tried, no matter how much we begged, nothing fucking changed. So no, I don't say the Anarchs are better. I don't think they're great either. But you're telling me to choose between Anarchs or Camarilla.
Karna is like chuckling at this point.
Mm.
I see. You're just pathetic. You're just a weakling who cries about not being able to do anything. You see, that's the funny part. You can only change things if you change them. You, my dear, are what we call survivors. People who just mill aimlessly from place to place, trying to do their best to survive. Ugh. Guess good luck with that.
Thank you.
So,
I either die or I won't.
so why didn't you leave the city then? If you supposedly don't like this Elena so much.
I have people I promised to protect. I didn't want to just abandon them here.
They couldn't come
People
with
I
you?
No, they have lives here. They're humans. There's only so much I can really do for them, and most of them don't even know what I am. I can't demand they uproot their lives just because of my fears. I already lost one. I already gave up one, so she can get out of here.
Did you
But
ever
the rest of
try?
them,
Did you ever try asking them?
ask them to leave this home, everything they've worked for.
Yes.
I couldn't do that to them.
Why not?
Couldn't fuck up their lives. That would
People-
just be, it would just be me demanding they give up everything they have just for my safety.
Material possessions. Those can be replaced. Besides, people move and restart their lives all the time. I'm sure plenty of people in this city did that when this was taken over. Did you even
And so,
try?
where exactly would I take them? The Sabbat to the south? The mountains? The other Camarilla city states where the things are the same? Where could I have taken them? What shelter could I have provided them?
There are plenty of Anarch free states throughout the world. If you think that they're so much better.
And you know what the Anarchs... I didn't say they were better. And you know what the Anarchs did? They tell me I am Tremere scum. That I deserve nothing but death. And if I decide to speak up about it, then I'll be right up there with the rest of them.
But why are you choosing with the honor? Oh, sorry. Go on,
Mm.
speaking.
No, go ahead.
So why are you choosing with the Anarchs then if they're both? Now I understand both suck. You know, all vampires are greedy little assholes. You know, as per nature, as bloodsuckers. So why not, work from within the system and if you just want to protect them and survive, work within the system.
Work within the
I mean,
system.
but-
The system
yeah,
demands I make my friends ghouls.
And
The demand
yet,
that
I bring you the one person doesn't do that, and you shrug it off. And
I didn't shrug it off. When I told him I wanted to keep my friends safe, he said that was selfish of me. That's what he told me.
well,
I gave him everything I had, and if that's not, I can't really change the guy's mind. I'm not gonna waste my time on someone who's not gonna want to hear what I have to say. I have very little to offer
you're
him.
not willing to change this man's. Well, I guess that's up to you.
And how exactly do I change this man's mind, Karna? What do I do? Go on my knees and beg for his help like every elder strong vampire?
I don't think he's into that.
Yeah, I thought so.
No, you just prove that, well, you do care for your friends. You don't care just for you. Somebody were to come up now magically and say, I can keep you and yours safe. You can live a comfortable life. Just close your eyes and don't think about it. You go to him and prove that you are willing to risk your own things. Put in the work.
Look, I gave that guy everything I had, and yeah, I can spend my time doing that, but I have no guarantees he's even gonna give me the time of day. Like I said, so far, what I'm being told right now is I have two options. Join the Camarilla, where my friends will probably be ghouls, possibly killed, possibly worse, and by being associated with me. And if I have to give them up for that safety, I can probably do that as well. Or go to Anarchs, which will also decide to kill me because, no one likes Tremeres. So you're not really telling me anything that's giving me any hope right now. Of course, then your entertainment. So
You
This is
consider... Oh, I was gonna say, perhaps it's maybe then time for a little bit of personal character development. I mean, you say that there's nothing you can do for this Vlad guy, but perhaps if he
Personal-
is truly as forgiving as
personal character development. I've literally spent my life on the streets for scraps, begging people for help and assistance, trying to survive my own, and you want me to I have to prove my worth to this guy?
Are you implying that you are perfect as you are right now?
I'm not saying I'm perfect in my eyes, but you're telling me to. It seems very belittling to demand I give my entire being to this guy who seems to already look down upon me for what? Caring about the people I love? Worrying
Not
about the people I care
exactly what
about?
I'm saying at all, actually. What I'm saying is perhaps, like Miss Carney here was saying, you were saying you don't like this current system because of Elena, and that you were only here because it was the only option you had. Now, what exactly was your distaste with her specifically?
She's a Bali. She looked at people and told me straight to my face that they're meant to be used and discarded once she has no more use for them.
So
She
that
looked.
means you do care about other people, despite just your friends.
Yes, but if I had to choose between, I'm going to be honest with you, a stranger and the person I love, I'm going to choose the person I love every time. And I feel like that's going to be a problem for this Vlad guy.
You would be surprised.
Mhm.
He might understand that more than you give it credit for.
Well, I told him my thing and he seemed to dismiss it, so I
He
don't know
did
what else.
mention some healthy selfishness.
And he said that still wasn't enough, so from my point of view, I just told him that and he didn't seem to give a fuck.
Do you think you're an equal negotiator in this deal?
No,
You're a
if I
two-year-old
did,
fledgling. You need his help. He doesn't really need your.
so we're right back where we started, where we're begging help for a much more powerful and
Oh,
stronger
yes.
vampire elder.
Yes.
So,
Although,
again,
listen, Diana, you seem very much stuck in your ways. I won't bother. Go independent. I'll be sure to send. Do you have family members? I need send me.
no one you would really care about, Karna. It's fine.
Then this has been rather fascinating. Utility of fledglings to run around like headless chickens. Really delightful. Ivona, we'll keep in touch. And then she actually takes her.
Diana, I must to you.
I'm
Your
sorry.
answers, I must admit, to you, your answers are your own. The fact that you have come to an answer at all isn't for me. For that is who you are. I appreciate, and that is a story in and of its own. But I will leave you with one bit of information. I believe this Vlad and this Camry and these Anarchs offer the same thing: protection for your family. One demands nothing of you, except to keep your head down. But they will do things you don't. The other demands something of you, a little bit of personal sacrifice, but they won't do things. So at the end of the day, it is truly your decision. If you wish for... Oh, if you don't wish to give anything up, that is perfectly fine. I understand. Do wish to give something up, then perhaps this flat guy is worth a second shot.
I highly doubt he'll want to see me again, and I highly doubt I want to see him again. But thanks, Nico. It was nice meeting you guys.
I'll give him I hope for the best of you. It's like, listen, at least you stick to
I'll
your
tell you
gun.
this, Peter. You do know how Dracula runs ships.
Yeah,
The
the stories of his system of
the
justice and morality.
it's not just it's a system of justice. The fact that when he killed like 2/3 of the Coldunes, he didn't kill them himself. There was a contingent of hunters and Guru that tore them to pieces. And know that like all the cities that are still sort of underneath his control have like the rumors, because nothing is like confirmed. Information is hard to trust and doesn't travel as fast. But from your understanding, there are the only places where, unironically, vampires, hunters work together, and not even the Camarilla can fuck with that. And since some certain events not that long ago, all Camarilla cities, as far as you've been told, have been way more tighter on the lockdowns. Because, well, never know where an agent of the Second Inquisition might lie and strike. They can be hunters, they can be Peru, they can even be kindred, sitting there in plain sight.
Yeah, Peter would say. Yeah, you don't. Yes, you don't need to like or, like the guy. But you didn't mention the way you should take your family or their friends, and moving people is a big task. But from the stories I heard from my Star Wars and also from the history books, this Dracula may be many things, but petty he is not. You could take them to one of his cities, and just have them live there.
No offense, but he sounds like a bit of an asshole who thinks he's superior than everyone else, and he looks down on us for things that we sadly don't have any control over. But I will look at getting my friends out at the very least.
That
Because
is
if I have a chance.
that may be true or may not be true, but his cities are havens for hunters and lupines.
Look, he sounds like an amazing person, whatever. But I will, if I can find my friend's safety, wherever that may be, I will get them out.
Yeah, a city infested with hunters will probably be the safest place from the kindred.
He nods. Yeah, I think that's a smart idea at the very least.
Yeah. It's not like he will personally care about you. It's not like he will remember you and be insulted forever.
I don't really need him to do anything for me,
Exactly.
other than, of course, make sure they're safe. So, yeah, I can definitely move them out.
You can move them at least there.
Nico at this point, notebook still. By the way, like I said, he was writing notes that entire time he was talking to Diana. Flips to a new page to Valerie. What's your opinion of the man?
I mean, first impression, I do not like him. I mean, yes, he had points with us, how we live, yes. But his ideas of sacrificing yourself to others, maybe even people you don't really know, I mean, I don't believe that's going to work. Finding people that sacrifice their life for others, finding those, I believe that's very hard and not really possible. So believing in such an alliance with a club, I don't know what exactly, not really a good idea.
What is it you exactly want out of a leader?
Someone who lived through, who can feel with you, who has had a tough life probably, who knows what he's talking about, and who cares for the people he's leading. For everyone.
Yeah, it's Dragomir. Miss that guy.
Hope he's doing all right. Hope he didn't get too upset about the whole thing.
Come back to us, King.
That's my fourth option, Dragomir, I guess.
It's on you. Dragomir is.
Dragomir is retired. Dragomir is retired.
Exactly.
No, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Gotta believe.
Would you say you're satisfied with the current leadership in the city?
I mean, there's always a way to be better. I mean, it's better than where I came from. I mean,
Where was that?
I was embraced in Austria, and my sire and I were hunted because he embraced me without permission.
Why did he do that?
He saw the potential in me. I was a student at the hospital, and I was amazed by how blood works, and I studied a lot, and he helped me, and one day he embraced me, and the Camarilla took notice. And then we went here. Isaiah went to the Camarilla and left me, and I had to find my own way. And that's how I got to the Anarchs.
See. You say your opinions on the matter of Camarilla, Anarchs, and Dracula are as strong as Diane's.
I guess you can say that, yes.
See. I noticed you were actually quite quiet during the conversation.
Yes, I'm not really that talkative. I try to consume as much information and process it and look for the important things.
Respect that.
I mean, talking, that's Diane's part.
So then, does that mean you will be joining her in her independency?
That's going to be a thing I have.
That's going to be a thing, what?
That's going to be a thing I have to, I guess, think about. I'm not sure if we're going to survive it long, if we're going to go completely independent. But with the right allies, it's possible.
Do you think you can find allies in the city?
Maybe.
It's, see. Well. Also an interesting person, I must admit. But I will say, the true greatest characters are ones that still have their own desires, pursuits. If yours doesn't align with Diana's any, you have options.
I mean, as long as I don't have to go back to the tower, I'm fine. Only thing important to me is that I live. My family's okay. And that's it.
I can respect that. He'll write. He's been writing down this entire time. What is it about your unlife that continues to drive you to live? Why are you staying alive?
I mean, I love to uncover secrets.
So what's the
And
thrill of the chase?
so can you repeat that again?
Ah, the thrill of the chase, I see.
Yes. I mean, it's something I loved doing when I was alive. And still keeps me alive and running.
Well, I'm sure there are plenty of secrets in the Anarchs, Camarilla, and Dracula. I'm sure you'll be happy whichever place you decide to go.
I believe so, yes.
Peter, what is your opinion of the man? I mean, he is a progenitor of the clan.
Mac, are you here with us?
Yes.
I was asking you what your opinion of Dracula was.
Yeah,
because he
yeah,
was a
yeah. I was,
progenitor of the clan.
yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was. So family matters.
What's your favorite?
Yeah. Pretty interesting fellow. He is a strongly principled individual, so I believe from the histories. Honestly, I think he's pretty neat guy. He is the most tolerant of the major sects in the area. Again, he openly cooperates with hunters and lupines. He killed most large significant part of the The Colden population?
And why does cooperating with hunters in Blue Pines a positive thing?
Ah, well, if you want to protect humanity, there's no one better than hunters in lupines.
Would you say that protecting humanity is one of your interests as well?
Nah. I'll be honest. I'm not exactly a hero. I wouldn't consider myself a villain, but.
So your interest in him is purely from a curiosity standpoint. I see. Not interesting in the fact that you want to join him, but interesting in that he is a curious outlier.
No, I can respect his staunch beliefs. I can respect other heroes, but I'll be honest. I'll not pretend to play a hero.
So does that mean you will be joining up with the Camarilla?
No. I don't want to be a tyrant either.
So
I'm an Anarch fruit.
okay, all right. What about the Anarchs? Why are you so, I guess, attached to the Anarchs?
There was simply the only major opposition around.
Opposition to the Camarilla?
Yeah.
Not
Besides
the void.
besides Sabato, or what I heard about Sabato weirdos from there.
What is it about the Camarilla you don't?
Unnecessary cruelty.
I see. So you despise unnecessary cruelty, but you still consider yourself a villain.
Not a villain. No, okay, what did I say that accidentally?
You did.
Strike that from the record. Say I didn't consider myself a villain. Oops.
Okay.
Strike that from the record, historian.
Cross out my note.
Yeah. Oops. Then I forgot. An important did not. Yeah.
So you do not consider yourself a villain. What do you consider yourself then?
A simple, humble scholar trying to survive. I mean, honestly, if I was in their position, I would have accepted. I would try to get in alliance with Dracula if possible, but I don't think. But I think he wants rather people of a similar make and color. So I don't think he would accept someone like me.
There's no harm in trying. I doubt he'd execute you on the spot.
Oh no! Of course not. And again,
it's to your sires. I'm just like,
who's my sire again? I forgot.
Someone who didn't get killed. Oh
yeah.
God, we're gonna.
Yeah, he's the second side people.
Go. We're gonna talk after this.
We're gonna talk after. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so am I in the SI? Or is he in the... Yeah. Because I assume they were neutral Coldoons. I assume my side was like a neutral Coldoon. It wasn't either evil nor bad.
They're all the Coldoons.
All the Coldoons are dead? I thought there was some...
the Dracula faction and even faction.
I thought there was a third faction of neutral Coldoons who were not invited.
Yeah, they're
who were just not invited. Oh shit! I misunderstood that part of the grand plot. I misunderstood that.
Okay, listen to me. Take a moment, breathe. The ones that weren't invited to the party, the Red Wedding, were the ones that were rebellious towards the fake Dracula. Which then the actual Vlad was, hey, wanna work for me instead of that asshole? Some of them said yes. Some of them still said no. Still are in the opposition. That's why there's a civil war going on. Now you can choose who your sire wants to be, but given the fact that they are working with Karna, who is SI...
Yeah, they must be. They cannot be Stefan.
Yes, they have to be in the Dracula faction. So
I'm so sorry.
If you say, I don't give a fuck about humans...
I thought there was a neutral third party.
There's a bit of a mismatch here. Now you can hold this opinion on your own, Be like, guys, I'm just trying to like join the winning side. You can be this. You can play this character. I'm just saying. I want you to be aware of what you're doing. Where are you situating yourself on the political sphere?
Okay, can we strike a historian strike some sections up for the record?
We'll retcon some things because I feel like there
We
was some
will retcon stuff.
miscommunication there.
There was some miscommunication. I'm so sorry. The session already ended technically. This recording still
No,
going.
no, no,
It's
no.
still going. The session is still
Fuck.
going.
Okay,
Listen, Grump's gonna end it, but then listen, Nico wants to interview everyone. He's gonna get his damn interview.
Yeah.
So what does Peter actually genuinely believe in? Let's start nailing some of these things down. This is session 1. So what does Peter actually believe in?
That is the meat and potatoes.
Is
of
knowledge
what,
for knowledge's sake?
No, that's not his goal. That's not his final goal. That's what he's doing now.
So yeah, what does he aspire to? Like what?
I mean, the grand utopian ideal would be vampires wouldn't need to feed off humans.
What's
Bagger.
already on the right path? Like you already decided
Bagger,
that, hey, maybe you preying on
That'll
humans
be-
is not.
That'll be the ideal utopian image.
At the very least, you value mutual cooperation, right?
Exactly, yeah. If blood must be taken consensual with payment and to minimize harm as much as possible.
Oh yeah, we have something for me now.
Yeah.
Go off that.
Yeah, that's what I meant to use. You have
Like we're a bit more clear now.
Yeah. The villain one is a fuck up. Yeah, I never said he was a villain.
I do consider I am a villain.
Like, yes, that's very. You consider yourself a villain. That is truly that's respectable. I can appreciate that. I can get behind that. Oh wait, I'm not a villain. Okay, what the fuck are you then? I'm just a scholar. All right, so then why don't you want to be with Dracula? I don't think he'd like me. I don't know. Maybe you should go and talk to the guy.
So yeah, I'm glad we straightened that conversation out.
I'm sorry. I thought
the interview will be closed a bit here as.
Yeah.
Then I need. Looks again at the two actual fledglings here instead of the interviewing reporter. Please do think about this. But whatever decision you make, I will respect it, nonetheless.
Thank you, Ivana. Appreciate it.
We will think about it.
On that note, this very monumental decision that lies in front of you.